Welcome guys, welcome. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this live stream. We're going to be looking at Galactic Civ 4 again today, just continuing on where we were last time. In the last episode, we sort of got started in the galaxy and got to the point where we'd met everyone that was in the actual game, and we've sort of now got basic positions, but not in the second sector. So let me just go back and continue this one. It should be the same one. Yep, there we go. Just read a few of the comments there. So people have already been waiting, of course. So Devon Kopp saying your presentations encourage me to give this iteration of a series I bounced off a go, and I have been blown away. I know you love Age of Wonders 4, but this is my game of the year and it's getting even better. It's just getting better and better. Like it's and seriously though, my most anticipated game of the year is actually the next DLC for this game, which is the Warlords DLC, which is coming in about a month's time, I think. So it's yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming. Can't wait for that one actually. That's going to be really, really cool. Original Tent saying agree. Like the previous Gal Civ games, okay, but 4 is like a Civ killer for me. Yeah, it really is special. It's got the best of everything, I think, in this particular game. What else are we up to? So we've got, and then continues on. I really wanted to check out the game Daz gave away last time, Solium Infernum, strategy game in Hell. Very intriguing. It is an interesting game, that one as well. Again, both this game and that game have got those sort of board game mechanics, very, very pure. This one probably more, you know, the scope is much broader, of course, with what goes on in the actual, you know, on the map. As such, hi Michael, how you going? And the Last Shogun. So welcome, guys, welcome. Michael's saying, Dad, have you ever had a problem where you went to a to survey an anomaly but can't because the AI has a ship on that tile? I have, but I can't remember exactly when that was. It vaguely rings a bell, as if it was like a long time ago, but I can't remember exactly what the circumstances were. I'll just move over a little bit. I think I'm better off there. Though I shouldn't be sort of too much in the way of everything. Anyway, what we'll be doing, or how we like. Well, this is first of all, this is version 2.4 of the game, and so with this particular version, the big change that's come with this version is really fleshing out the civilians and actually sort of trying to get the civilians to be better structured from within the alien GPT, like the AI generated faction generator that the game actually has, which again was very, very cutting edge, or is very cutting edge in the game. But the one thing that was sort of, or one of the things that was sort of failing, there's a few things that need improvement with that. First of all, it did a great job of actually coming up with the descriptions, which if I go back into our data bank, so this is actually just a randomly generated faction. And so what did we have? We had the keywords we gave it was just stuttering scurvy merchants, I think was the keywords we actually gave it, and it from there it generated a lot of stuff, and so it sort of figured out, like it for example gave us the civilization abilities. We had to set whether it was carbon based, even the civilization traits. I think we may have tweaked those a little bit ourselves, but primarily the actual descriptions, these were all came sort of through from it. And then the citizens themselves, one thing that does need to go into here is actually the name of the citizens. So these are just the description from the new classes that they've brought in, but they have actually now got descriptions of the citizens. And so a lot of things with anything text-based around a civilization has now been sort of fleshed out a lot. The civilians themselves now have just got extras that have now come in that you can then pick as your graphics, even though it does use then the text that it then generates itself as well. So it's sort of the text side of things is a big tick that's sort of working fairly well. Graphically, it's getting better, particularly with more civilian types coming into the actual game itself, and then the sort of the AI generated graphics. It's not strictly AI, well, it's not AI generated on the fly. So when it gets this description, it goes to a library of images that have been AI generated, and those generations have been trained based on the Stardock imagery that they've used over their games for however many years. So Dave Flute saying shaven a trim, very smart looking tonight. It's the collar. It's the collar. So yeah, I just grabbed a shirt this morning, and that just happened to have one with a collar. So there we go. And I did shave my head during the week. So we're sort of going Captain Picard look. a fat Captain Picard. Anyway, continue on. So we've got the 2.4 does a lot more fleshing out of these sorts of things with the actual factions, and so we've generated a whole lot of different factions in the game for us to play against. So we generated one of each of the biology types. So we've got one of each that we're actually dealing with, and I've pretty much just left it up to the AI to. I just put random words in. I think if we go back and have a look at, diplomacy, that would probably be the best way of doing this, I think. And so these are the other 5 factions. We're playing with 6 factions in the game. And so this particular faction, if we look at the venomous domain, this one came about through, this is an ammonia-based group. These have got the new vampire type of citizens, but again, randomly generated with what they actually have. So you can see they're vampiric. This one's just been added in as well with 2.4. So you've got a whole lot of different ways when you do create that you can just sort of go back in through. So these are sort of like vampiric style. Again, AI generated graphics in through here, and all of their actual descriptions. If you do, these are playable factions, and so this one can be played. Then we've got this one is like a synthetic. So synthetic biology back in through here. A merciless expansionist, and this one was. I don't think we can. It's a shame we can't see all of the actual text with this one here, but this one uses like a cyborg faction as its group. I think it was something sort of like Tin Lobster or something like that. I forget what it was that we sort of brought this one through with. This is silicon based. This particular one was like a crystal. So this is the Cosmic Rebels, and I think that this one was done with rock and roll. Like I just did, because it was synthetic, the first thing that came into my mind was rock and then rock and roll. And I think that was all I put in there. And what's quite funny with this one in particular, actually I'll show you, because it's funny just the way it changed. I'm blown away by so many things in this game. And if I just go back out into main menu, are you sure you want to start a new game? Yes, we are. Okay, so we'll just come back in. If we just go back out and start a new game, I'll just show you some of the descriptions that it came up with. It's just clever the way it does sort of work. Like when we look at these guys, for example, the citizens of the Venomous Dominion are amphibious humanoids with toxic skin secretions, relentless drive for conquest, and so this is all okay. But when we go back to this rock one that was generated, this was the Cosmic Rebels, known for their rebellious spirit and love of rock and roll, are a formidable faction with a passion for freedom and individuality. And so it sort of it plays off whatever keywords you gave it, but there were other things in this where it gave you a lot more. It used a lot more of the vernacular from like a rock and roll type aspect in what it did do. So I'm not really sort of able to sort of show it that much. The one that really got me going with this was actually when I put in, I think, beer and pretzels. I think it was something like this one, and like that was all I put in was just that. And we went aquatic, and in this case it was like the Sud-Soaked Savages, a rowdy aquatic faction known for their love of fermented beverages. They excel at capturing and dominating others through force and tradition. So it's interesting. Like the Sud-Soaked Savages are a raucous and rowdy group of aquatic beings known for their love of beer and wild, unpredictable behaviour. So it's just it's just funny the way they've been able to sort of tie things together, which is pretty cool, as I say. Anyway, let's just go back and continue on our game again. I'll just grab a quick drink of water, be right back. Okay, yeah, so that's version 2.4, that's a free update. You do have to be into the Insiders build, which you can just opt into in Steam. I do suggest that you do that with these sorts of games, because there's often a lot of content that does come out in these games that are worth playing. Okay, so Michael's saying, also watch your first video in this series. Since you wanted to play peaceful, could you build a few star bases near those small colonies to spread influence and take them over? Just an idea. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Depending on, and you can do it depending on sort of who's around. Sometimes these more synthetic type factions don't culture flip as readily as some of the others, but Yeah, if we, I know, to be honest, I never think about it much, like as far as taking over that way, but we could do that. So we are playing as, and just to go back through to who we actually are. Which one is it? The data bank. So essentially, we're the Stellar Traders, and so we're essentially pirates, humanoid pirates. So the Stellar Traders Collective, self-proclaimed as stuttering scurvy merchants, are cunning, spacefaring opportunists known for their shrewd trading practices and shadowy underground and underworld connections. Strengths, yes, anyways, I won't bother going through the strengths and weaknesses, but we are crime lords. So we basically start off where the pirates in the game they're not going to worry about us. We're not going to worry about them. We just bypass each other. We can buy their fleets if we wanted to, and we're probably at that stage now where that may be viable. We're also traders as well, and so we can build all sorts of things with a trade network. Now, the combination of both of these abilities, and this is one of the great things about the game, is that I think there's 40 abilities, and so you've essentially got 40 times 40 combinations of the way that these abilities actually then kick in, and these affect so much. One of the other things that they've actually now added to the game is extensive tooltips. So when you do have an ability or anything really, it's then going to show you. Carbon based is the most basic of everything, but these other ones will then go through all the things that are impacted by that particular decision. So what techs are blocked, what techs you get in replacement. You end up with unique buildings, things like this. So you end up with a whole lot of stuff. If you just press shift, you can then just go back across to start to sort of have a look and see what everything actually is. So colonial law and policy tech reduces crime across our civilization. This is the Ministry of Compliance, unlocks secret prisons, things like this. So there's all this sort of stuff that gives so much flavour to the game. Just in the last few months, I mean, as Devon Coppett sort of said right at the top there, just how special the game is becoming. A lot of this is because of this attention to detail that keeps on being added into the game, which is fantastic. And as I say, the next big update is going to be the Warlords update, which is coming out in about a month, I believe. And that is going to, in my opinion, that's my most anticipated game, even though it's a DLC, of the year. Like, I'm just really looking forward to that, because this is going to take, I think this is going to take Gal Civ into whole new areas that are going to be really interesting from a combat perspective. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. So anyway, that's another thing that has, they're just improving the game so fast and so far with what they're doing. Now, there's still stuff that has to be done with the with this alien GPT aspect of everything, but it's really moving along in a very solid way. I think it'll probably be another 12 months before it sort of got to the point where they would consider it to be, sort of finished. Like, I have been told, just be careful of it, because it's actually still in development and still being tested at this point in time. Now, the civilization traits we have, we're deceptive, so modifies your chance to use deception in events and diplomacy. We haven't had to use that yet. We will once things start to get a little bit more hot. Miners, we do end up getting plus 50% raw production, and allows mining missions tech. We haven't really made use of that yet. And persuasive as well, so we get plus 30 persuasion. So we're very persuasive, very, very deceptive. That's why we are playing we're playing peacefully, but in a way that we're going to be able to use the Machiavellian sort of politics, I guess, but with an underworld tone to it. Anyway, that's where we are. That's our group. Timeline-wise, we had a look at this when we ended up, so we might as well just have a bit of a look at this one through here. So we're the Cosmic Syndicate, and if I turn that off, you'll notice that we're down the bottom of most of these, but this is mainly because of the difficulty that we're playing on. So I'm not too concerned about that one. Our faction power is improving a little bit over time, but we are down near the bottom. This is faction power. Economic power, we are in the middle at this point in time. Again, nothing much really to worry about yet, but that could become a problem. Military power, we're starting to now rise up a little bit with military, and that's important. Population-wise, we're down very low. Influence, we're very low. This is what we were talking about before, actually. Who was it that mentioned that one just a second ago? Michael actually had mentioned that maybe we should be looking at influence. We're very poor with influence, and that's something that we will have to sort of go and tweak. Manufacturing, back and through here, we're coming last in the manufacturing. Research, coming last in research, and that's a problem, actually, I've got to say. We've been so far behind in research for such a long period of time that we've got a lot of work to do in that sense. We're going to be behind if things do go hot. Approval, we're coming last. That's often to do with the difficulty level. Treasury, we're coming first with treasury, so we've got a lot that we can spend, and then prestige as well, coming last at this point in time. So that's where we are in the grand scheme of things. Hi Jumbie, how you going? Saying really impressed with Alien GPT. I think it's a great example of how generative AI can be implemented in games. It is, and it's just getting better and better. When it first came out, it was like a toy in the game, and it was cool to think about what could come. But we're now starting to see the realization of what it can start to do. But it's still a long way to go. There is still a long way for it to go before I would consider it to be sort of like finished. But it's really, really great with what you can do. The fact that you can build a whole game of non-standard factions that all have very, very distinct personalities and distinct abilities is exceptional. And that's and that can be done literally in probably a minute per faction at this point in time. So it's very, very quick and easy to actually generate them, which is awesome. So all of these were generated using the Alien GPT, all the other factions in through here. Reports, this will sort of, we've just had a look at everything. We don't need to sort of go and have a look to see what everything actually is there. I love that they've done this as well. I mean, this has been part of the game for a while, but just giving you a good snapshot of each faction, and there's not a lot that's hidden in the game, so you can sort of find things out relatively well. Stats in through here, again, just where everyone sort of stands in the grand scheme of things compared to everyone else. So where you see 6th, that means that Starbase is where we're actually coming last in that sense. So we have to be a bit. So we may have to start to try to get more Starbases. In fact, I do need to do that. Core worlds back in through here. This is the 3 core worlds that we've got. I'm happy enough with that at this stage. I think other factions have probably got more than that. In fact, in the stats, does it have core worlds? Planets colonized. Yeah, we're coming 4th there. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And we don't have any treaties really. We've got open borders and exploration treaties back in through here with the floral dominance. I was hoping that they would become the friendly one that we would always just make use of, but we'll see how we go with it. Let's just click on done with that one. So when we have a look back in through here, we can sort of see it's a slight color difference between us, which we're down through here. So our worlds that we control are Lava World, Jungle World, and Scurvian Prime. And so these are our core systems. There are systems like down in here that I really want badly, actually. There's some I thought I would be able to grab these, but this was actually taken over by the vampire group. And so the vampires will ultimately probably be the most aggressive with us. In fact, if we have a quick look at diplomacy, they're actually going back the other way at the moment. Again, it's our diplomacy is very strong. These are going negative. The Tin Stellar Union. These are going positive. These are sort of have stabilised where they actually are. Now we are actually sharing borders with these guys and these guys. The other ones are in a different sector, and these are actually starting to become more positive. And we're starting to go and send our trade ships out that way. And so when we have a look, this is the sector across to here. I can pretty much only extend out to this point, but there's a lot of core worlds in here that I can then send trade ships out to. So it's just building them at the moment to sort of send them out. But ultimately, this is probably going to have to be our actual enemy at some stage. These are the vampire group. So we've got those there. What else have we got there in the comments? Yeah, Michael's saying in my last game I had buildings I never knew existed. Yes, yeah, no, there's well, they're adding them all the time, and they're making it very, very personalised. Each faction, each ability has got its own little set of things that can come in. Yeah, so Michael's saying some of the special research branches it brings along is very nice. It is indeed, yeah, and again, uniqueness in there as well. Certain text turned off, certain text turned on, depending on what you have as well. So it's as I say, I'm blown away by the quality of the changes. Like, you know, a lot of, and just how impactful the changes actually are in the game. It's been it's not been a wild ride. It's been a really great ride. Just looking at the each iteration of the actual game itself. Cassius is saying, can you set how the factions play when the AI controls them? Yes, that you can. If I just go back out again, I haven't done anything yet, so that won't matter. If I just go back in and just go to new game. So when you play it, you do actually have. If I can go and edit one of these things. So let's just say we're looking at this particular character, which is totalitarian, ammonia-based, unrelenting, genocidal. These are its abilities that it actually comes in. But if we go and edit it, there is then the, where is it? Might be abilities. Where is it? Because I think that may be just the way it plays it. I thought there was an actual specific way. Personality. So this determines how this civilization will be played when the AI, when it's controlled by the AI, and so this is how it was. It's going to be. This is a merciless expansionist, essentially. So the personality is the AI rules that it then goes and plays with. So when you actually have a look at this one through here, you do actually have so totalitarian is the cultural focus that it actually has, but the personality does bring across. This is sort of like like it gets certain abilities with this one, but this dictates how the AI then plays it. So so that's essentially just the way it sort of does work. Now, there are other abilities as well. So these are ones that like the bonuses that it gets as you sort of bring things through. These are the civilization abilities as well, which this is essentially gives it the abilities. But you'll notice that when I go back to the biology. The merciless expansionist is this is like if you're playing it yourself, then you decide what you do. But this is its set of rules essentially. And again, I love that there's actually so many different ways of playing like these combinations. It's not just a one, play as a warlord, or play as a peacemaker, or a diplomat, or whatever else it might actually be. It's by having the combination of both, you end up essentially with a multiplication of however many numbers there actually are, and there's a lot through here. So for example, like ours essentially is we went with trader and with where was it? Well, actually, trade is different again. See, trade, like for our faction. In fact, if we go back and have a look at that one, if we just go back out and choose the faction that we've got and just go and edit it. Yeah, see, we're an aggressive trader, even though our abilities are a crime lord trader, which you can see this is where we bring the abilities actually in. In the biology, this aggressive trader, this is something that the AI will then dictate. Like when you actually generate the game, it will then think, oh, okay, based on from the alien GPT perspective, based on what I've done here, I think that the best way for the computer to play this would be as aggressive traders. And so which is sort of what we're doing with the way we're playing it as well. We haven't got to the aggression part yet, but we are playing as a trader faction. We're trying to establish a trade network and rely on that trade network. That's why we've got so much money. And so so the combination again of these two really change the personality. And in fact, any of them, if we go back and have a look at even some of the ones, for example, like the where's the nasties? I mean, we've got the Drengen. I don't know if we can. Yeah, we can't actually edit them as such. We're not seeing. We can't see exactly what they've got. I mean, I can copy. Yeah, so they're aggressive and cruel is their personality that they actually have in the game. So I won't bother with them. I hope that didn't actually save a version. Yeah, no, that's okay. All right, so yeah, but that's essentially where it is. It's very, very cool the way that one actually does work. Actually, I just noticed this has been added in. I don't think that was there the last time I looked at it. This is so this is just a random, just choose a random civilization. I should have done that. If I had have known about that, I would have done that. But anyway, that's so you do actually get the random ones. You say, actually, no, I think that's been there a while. I know that at one stage it wasn't there, and I was looking for it at one point. Anyway, this is the Alien GPT. This is how you sort of start these off. Anyway, we'll just continue on. So new game. Oh no, not new game. Continue. Here we go again. So Like I was saying, I think it was the one that gave +2 range to starbases. What was that one? I remember I chose an ability once that gave me a tech to build a building on a planet that gave +3 moves to all ships built there. Yeah, this again, it really is quite unique the way it sort of does work. Like each game now feels very, very special and different. You're not just gaming the same style each time because of the, you've got first of all you've got the randomization of what's actually in space around you, and you can see just so with these aggressive expansionists, they're all over us. They're all over us. So they are a problem. They're going to be a problem at some point. Now, actually, the civilization should remain admire our culture. Our economy is robust and growing. Our military stands ready. So I think we're sort of in a good position with everything. Situation report: a civilization has recently discovered an alternative energy source, which we believe will revolutionise our industries. However, the energy source requires Illyrium, a rare resource in our territory. We're requesting your help in developing this energy source. In return, we'll share the benefits. So this is the sort of stuff with the trade network that we're doing. Like we are a crime lord, but we're we're going to be essentially getting as much trade as we possibly can. So provide Illyrium for research, even if we have to borrow some. And so we get they get +4% manufacturing, which doesn't really worry me because they're on the other sector. So +1's relations with them for 50 months. That's actually good. We'd love to help you, but this we don't want to. So I will do this. I've got a fair bit of Illyrium, so we'll just leave that one back up where that actually is. Okay, that's the end of the turn. What else do we want to have a look at? We've got one more cultural progression which we can go for under totalitarianism, and we haven't done Iron Fist yet. But what I'm finding is that the nihilism area, and it's funny because I changed our cultural focus to totalitarianism, but the game kept on wanting to push nihilism, and nihilism ultimately would have been the better choice. So we need to try to get there's more things in here. Is that the same graphic? Yeah, it is. Okay. The lazy buggers, they use the same graphic. So it's our duty to harness the labour and resource of weaker species. Yeah, so there's certain things in here that we will be wanting to unlock. Criminal ties. There's a few things in here that we do want to have as a crime lord. But totalitarian, there is some other things in here that which would be okay for our faction as well. But we'll just leave that one where that is. All right, so we'll end our turn. These are trade ships heading off towards the portal. So that's cool, isn't it? Just showing the little hyperspace type thing. Got more of them coming in. Now, the probes are broken. I didn't realise this, but they are broken in this version of the game. So you sort of have to micromanage where they go. Now, I think we've gone nearly everywhere except for along there. But I can send them through the portal. Actually, I can send them down this way. So move them down and along. Yes, this is actually a probe inside this region. We're just trying to sort of get a bit of a feel for what's around. Well, I might just go. Well, no, I'll go through. Keep on going through the middle, and just try to discover what we can find through here. Then we'll do a proper scan of the whole system. And this is a freighter. It's interesting. We've already got the orders for it. And that's a different one. Heard rumours that the Floral Dominance Coalition have built the Eyes of the Universe Galactic Achievement. So there's galactic achievements being built around us, and we're not really part of those. What I might do is, this is a core world. This is a different group. That's also a core world. Let's go that way instead. So we've got other ones coming down to Sebastian. Next turn. So we'll keep on establishing these trade networks. They're going to help a lot. what's going off. So that's two different groups that we're now going to have. This is outside of our area that we can reach. This is the extent that our freighter network can get to. So Perfect Sean is saying, can you play Xbox with mobile? Junior Imperium, I mean. I'm not. Yeah, you should be able to. I think. Actually, Jason Jefferson saying yes, you can. I do play that. Play games with AI. My wife, who's on Xbox, and me on iOS. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's cool. And Michael's in saying I play the normal version at the moment, and scouting is also weird there, where they fly to the edge of the map. Yeah, that's back in this game where, yeah, they are a bit broken, but they keep on going sort of like almost back and forwards without actually going to the corners. They do a little bit, but it just takes a while. Now we've got supply ships coming from each of these different locations. I think what we might do is have a bit of a look and see the different planets. And this, of course, there's different ways we can look at this one, but probably the data bank, and then just go to core worlds and just to see what we actually have. So we've got supply ships coming from Scurvy and Prime. We've got financial districts coming as well. Trade networks, housing districts. So nothing really critical back in through here. I might send these off to Jungle World. Jungle World, the population is already as full as it can get. Lava World can only have up to 4. So these are, as core worlds, they're pretty small worlds. Gee, our food situation is getting a bit dire. Okay, we're going to have to correct that. Jungle World should be where we start to build our food up. And we only have 1 food there. Wow, Lava World's actually doing pretty good with food. Let's just click on done. Might have a bit of a look at each of the worlds. Yeah, we do have potential food there. Yeah, I'll put an agricultural district in a few of these little spots. Oh, hang on, we've got this one here. Grab a couple of districts there, and I'll move these forward just so we can stay right on top of the food. We don't want to be going backwards with food. So Michael's saying, Daz, you could build a military starbase on the other side of that slipstream, get a foothold in the sector and get a wider range of ships. Yes, that's true. We've got constructors coming at some of the locations. Look at all the freighter lines sort of going everywhere. And we're ready to push the button to cause crime running through all of their empires at some point. Now this is our supply ship. I think I'm just going to put it back in here and just generate the extra production that way. Just end our turn. Yeah, I probably need to get more constructors really. Okay, what have we got? That's the probe that we had sent through. So there's a new biology. So we picked up this one, which allows us to get more population. Choose new tech. So we have the we haven't been focusing very much on military. We've got gravimetric manipulation, increases movement speed by 1. That's only 4. This one here is a big one. It allows governors to construct medical centres. I think I'll keep that one off for now. We're still just building up, basically. Actually, there's space elevators in 6. This is an important one for us. I might get the manipulation for now. We'll come back and study what we need. Oh, hang on. Cannot battle friendly units. So this is a pirate fleet. And we can buy these off them if we wanted to. This faction we don't have any trade network with. Probe, I'll bring that one through as well. Okay, we've got the +3 food now. The supply ship at Lava World. I'll keep on just pumping this back into Lava World. Alright, so these guys always come up with really crazy things. I don't know why they do it, actually. Like, it's actually annoying because they want 11 thulium for 70 credits, which is just ridiculous. So I'm just going to reject that one. So that's done. Do they have anything we want? We've got heaps of modules. And what about we give you... And we'll see the line here as it comes back up. It gets weaker and weaker. If we go 4 thulium... We can also persuade, so we can actually use your persuasion ability will make your trade appear to be worth 5% more valuable. We can also threaten as well, but that then damages relations. So just go to the modules and reduce these down a little bit. So a sweet spot seems to be around about there, 3. So we're close to it. We can... if I use persuasion, your persuasion ability will make your trade appear to be worth 5% more valuable, but cannot be used again for 12 months. Now, if I don't want to accept it just yet, I can try persuasion, but they'll reject it at the moment. So, what else do we have a lot of? I want to keep the antimatter. We're going to be needing that on the ships. Give 1 spice. So 6. I'll put that offer in, then we go persuade. That should then give us what we want. We need more, so they still need a little bit more. Only 4. Yep, that's it. So that just balances it back out. So we'll put that offer in, and that's now, we get 6 modules for that payment, which I'm happy with. So we accept it. There we go. So accepted. May our blossoms bring harmony and prosperity to all. So there we go. This is good stuff. So we've now got the, so we spot, like spice was one of our special abilities that we can then sort of send in. So this one eventually should culture flip. It's only a little colony, but that one eventually will culture flip across to our side. The event. So we've got the we found a beacon warning us about a dimensional rift in the area. On the other side of the rift lies a parallel universe. Within seconds, a vessel appears on the other side of the rift with 2 warships in pursuit. The fleeing vessel hails, pleading for us with us to hold the rift open for their escape and promise to join us if we do. If we hold the rift open, the attackers are likely to come through as well. So, gain a corvette, but spawns pirate ships. What do we care? What do we care about pirate ships? I don't know if these pirates... Let's actually hold it open, because I don't know, playing as a crime lord, if the pirate ships that do come through are a problem for us. So let's just hold it open. And then we should find that somewhere. Yep, so here's the corvette. Yeah, so we've just opened this one up. There's the that's the corvette there. And this is a ranger, a cruiser. Now, it's only idling. I don't think it's an enemy. Now, one thing we do actually have is we've got executive orders. And one thing we can do is to... where is it? Enlist a pirate fleet. So, recruit a pirate fleet. I'm going to see if I can recruit this one. Awesome. Here we go. So this is one of our abilities as a crime lord. And so that's now our... oh, no, it's not our ship. Hang on, is there more ships there than what we thought? It didn't work, did it? That took our control, didn't it? Yeah, the control went down. Yeah, now it's ours. I don't know why. Oh, there's 2 ships. Maybe? No, maybe not. Just click on done. There's only the one. Okay. Well, anyway, we've got a cruiser now. So this is a big ship. Big, powerful ship. So that's a good one for us. That's definitely worth the control because we're not really spending it on anything else. So we'll move that one back across to Scorvian Prime. We don't actually have. No, we do have a presence there, but we'll send it back home. And similarly with this cruiser as well. So we've got the now that's the Ranger. This one does have the ability to explore. Go to Fleet Manager. That's okay. Just move that one back there as well. Actually, do we have a presence at all of the locations here? We've got a as long as we've got like the little shield, that's that means at least we've got some ships there. And Jungle World has as well. That's fine. So we've just got we do actually have sentries, which just help to keep the planets a little bit happier. It's the flagship. Oh, you know what it was? It was 2 ships. So there's 2 separate ships were considered to be two different fleets. So that was fine. So we've got two big cruisers have actually come in. Actually, Michael's saying, yeah, one on spice the mix should do it. Yep. So that was what we did in the end. Oh, sorry, I didn't even read the comments at that stage. Anyway, let's continue on. Just go and end our turn here. Now, militarily, that's probably now pushed us into the lead, I would almost think, with just getting 2 big ships like this at this early stage of the game. Because we're only in the frigate era at this point in time, so to get the big cruisers is actually great, and even the Corvette that we've got is also a cruiser as well. So we've got a lot that we can do here. This is a probe. Oh, we had extra probes. Now we didn't do a little bit on this side, haven't we? Let's just move across this way. Gee, our trade network is really pumping along. Your trade income of 41.7. Which is fantastic. Idle Cool World. Wow, here we go. So Lava World can now start to expand. And so ideally what we want to be doing is actually taking things where there's central areas, so we can sort of see what we end up getting. That way we can sort of end up bouncing off all the other different aspects of what things can be done. So in this instance, we're going to go and grab this one here, I think. That one there would be okay as well. But this one, we are next to the precursor nanites. So yep, we'll do that one. So it's the next one in the build queue. Now it's suggesting that the Colonial Clinic increase the planet's population growth rate. Now we don't need it because our population growth is basically going to be full in the next area. Yeah, we don't need it. Although, hang on, adjacency level bonuses, you get +2 level to population. We've got the +2 food down through there. That gives me a +2. That does give me extra people, actually. That is not bad. Let's go and grab that one, actually, at this location. That looks like it's going to be 1 per turn. Then we've got the mining core, which I won't build that one just yet, but I'll keep those where they are. And that's all good. Now, this is at the port of Savot, this at Scorvian Prime. We should probably get constructors now that we've got what we needed. get a few of them. Another supply ship, so we'll just keep on pushing production here. Okay, we've got gravimetric manipulation. This one gives us it gives us the extra moves. So it gives us moves +1, logistics +4, and experimental drives. Choose new tech. So we've got rail guns, which are okay, like depending on how you sort of structure your combat. Unlocks orbital factories for our planets. That's going to be useful for us. So we'll go that way. That's 6 turns. Again, space elevators. I would like that to be across here, but we'll just go that way. In fact, that's the advisor is that's all that they're really sort of wanting at this stage. So the science advisor or the research advisor recommends we get that one. Speaking of which, let's have a quick look at the people. Do we have other groups? We've got a few now for recruitment. We're starting to get Zoloxy because we did actually we got a Zoloxy like the green race. We got one of their colonists at one point. So we're now starting to see a few more. No sense of smell, lost their sense of smell in an industrial accident, and missing twin. Not great skill sets. In fact, one thing we do need to start to do is to go into our command ships, and we don't have any of these. And so these require subspace frequency systems as required for that one through there, and this would be good for us to start to get. This is defensive studies tech required, interstellar cabinet tech required for the terminus. Sovereign immunity tech. This will be later in the game. So maybe we'll have a look at this next time as well, just so we can start to unlock some of these ships. In terms of the diplomats, we do actually have a diplomat working in with the floral dominance, but we don't have them with anyone else. The Tin Stellar Union is on the. This is in the other sector, so we don't have to worry about it. The Venomous Dominion is actually becoming even more friendly. I'm sort of happy to just go along with this one for a little while and just to see how things do actually work out. Cosmic Rebels. This is the synthetic, the crystal group. Governors. We only have the 3 worlds that can actually have governors. Unfortunately, she's a bit bad with her loyalty. I can put in a Minister of Tourism. If we can draw travellers to our worlds, they can enhance them. Increase the tourism of our worlds based on the social of the assigned minister. So, for example, this one, colonization, is really important, and this is also based on the social skills. So 10 is high, 9 is high here for the Minister of Technology. We may be able to shuffle this around. Minister of Exploration, this one comes down to resolve. So increase the moves and range based on the diligence. Wow, actually that's only 7. I could move that one across into the Minister of Tourism. And move her into there. Then we just need a Minister of Exploration. So if that's diligence, she's terrible. That's right. At the very start of the game, we did that. Wow, that's 11 intelligence. She's very, very good. But only 6 in diligence. 6 diligence back there. I don't really want to take them off the worlds, and we can't take ourselves off. Well, she's the one, isn't she, really? With the 9, she's by far the best. So we need another high replacement for her in that case, to then move her across into there. So this is a real reshuffle. In fact, if I reshuffled him into there, that's 9, replacing the 10. The 9 goes back into here. This will give us more range. It won't give us any extra movement, but it will give us more range. Does that matter? It doesn't really matter that much. This is more important. So it's more that we're going to move him across to there. We just need a high tech person in there. And she's the one. Was it tech? Yeah, it is. It's tech. So let's go and recruit her. Move him into that position. And so we're getting 9% extra money coming in through tourism. She's actually now upped our ability with technology a little bit extra in through that other side. All we're getting here is range from that 4. So even though it's not ideal, it's not terrible. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay where we are there. Actually, we should have checked these first. Strange, so -2 social. Corsair lineage, so rumored to have ancestral ties with space brigands. That's okay, we all do. A thrall captain, a reformed thrall captain, who once ruthlessly pushed those under her charge to the brink, but now seeks redemption. And also toxic. A toxic diplomat reduces the approval of the civilization they're assigned to by 5%. So she's pretty interesting. This is Nogi Tayu. Anyway, let's go back. At least we've now got the Minister of Tourism. I think that's going to start to become more important as we sort of get around the place. Just click on done. We're getting good income here. This is actually really, really good income. So we keep on going. So Michael's saying, you also showed me a bug at one time that I've exploited more than once. If you get an event where you get to build a special ship, you can go to a redesign and build more of them. Actually, I didn't know that one. I don't think I showed that one. Anyway, this is back in Jungle World. Now, Jungle World is very, very slow with its development. So I'm just going to go and grab that one there. Again, it's nice and central. So we'll wait for that one to come. Now, we do need to get other things in here. We've got extra housing. Yeah, we can get up to 3 housing now. This one here, the population. Actually, where's our... Yeah, there's the actual group. I think I'll wait and see what we end up getting there before we add that one to it. So we'll wait and see what we end up with. Let's probe. We can plug the gaps afterwards. Right, Lava World. So a movement is growing on Lava World of citizens who mistrust the growing use of cybernetics and synthetic life on our worlds. They call themselves the Natural League. They demand that organic life be given priority over other forms of life. So we are actually letting them onto the other worlds. So we shouldn't allow the Natural League to form. So we end up with a +1 through there. We've already got them on our home world, so why not? Life is equally valuable. Yep. So let's actually go and get them with more favour. If we have a look back at the population through here, it's the factions. So Natural League is this one in here, where looks like we've got less food but more growth, which is only really viable on our home world at this stage. So that's sort of so we do actually have a presence there, which is fine. Okay, Michael saying, yeah, you did. Let's say you get to build the nail ship. Then instead of building it, you redesign it and put a lot of them in production. You get, say, 10 of each ship in each shipyard. I actually don't remember doing that. I mean, I know in the early part, I don't know if you can still exploit the game, because they did have a lot of exploits at the start, but it has since sort of stopped a little bit. And we've got a fairly good, like, we're starting to pick up a reasonable power with these big ships, which is good. So the next turn the design is gone, but the ships in the build line are still there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I honestly don't have any recollection of that at all. Sounds like something battle mode would do. He knows all the exploits. So this is our probe again. So this one's come through from the other side. I might send this one around the outside edge. It still works in the normal version. Okay. If we get to that point, you'll have to show me, and then we'll do it. So we've got the next ship to construct. This is an Axis shipyard at Jungle World. So we've got the supply ships. Really are sort of the thing that we want at this stage. It's suggesting freighters, but we've already got, I think we're nearly full with all of our freight that we can have. Our trade lines, I think, are maximised. I should check that, actually. Combat ships I won't worry about just yet. We do have treasure hunt available and ultimately a research mission, but this one here, just for money, if you don't really need it, I think our best bet is to go with supply ships, which give us 100 manufacturing points. It'll allow us, while we're still in this phase of building up the planets, it's important. So Jungle World has just finished off the constructor. Now, got this one here. Just have a look and see. We've got perimeter scanners, which we don't really need with that one there. Is there any other mining operations that we would want to get? There's a bit of Illyrium back that way, although that looks like that. Oh, that's an Ascension crystal. Yeah, there's not much there. Just dead worlds. I thought there was Promethean there for a second. I thought, oh wow, 3 Promethean all in a line. There's Promethean over this way somewhere. Someone else got it, I think. The reality is we're not going to find any other resources. So now it's just a matter of protecting the planets. So I do want to start to establish things like combat areas, so and also economic. Scurvian I can just look after itself, so let's just move across. So it's the thulium there, and we'll just go and build. So communications will push out the influence. Actually, do we want to do that instead? Economic will building up the economy of your core worlds. I don't find that this does a lot unless you've got like a lot of worlds altogether. Military dedicated starbase to protecting your civilization and its assets. I don't need it yet, but this is probably where things are going to go a bit pear-shaped. Maybe influence back up this way, just so we can push this back out a little bit. Yeah, maybe go influence there, I think. Oops. I need to do that. Meandering all over the place. Yeah, this one here is just getting a few resources. Yeah, only perimeter scanners there as well. Alright, situation report. The alien coin. So Marjan, one of your most trusted advisors. I wonder if it shows you who they are. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is the one that is the diplomat, I think. Here we go. This is actually the always flipping a mysterious coin from an unknown alien civilization. So this is the actual alien coin story of her background. One of your most trusted advisors has always an intriguing habit of constantly flipping an alien coin during decision-making processes. Recently, the coin has attracted the attention of a powerful interstellar collector who claims that the coin is a rare artifact from a long-lost civilization and it demands its return. Marjan is reluctant to part with the coin as they believe it brings them luck and helps them make better decisions. The collector, however, is offering a substantial reward for the coin's return and has hinted at potential consequences if their demand is not met. So if we return this one, we end up with, and one thing I don't want to be doing is to be pissing off Marjan. So I'm going to be loyal to my people. So we're going to keep the coin with. So we get -3 diplomatic bonus to all units. With what's that? To all units. 30 months. Not sure what that means. Like that's permanent. This is temporary. Anyway, we'll just go that way. I'm assuming that where she is going to be a problem. So. She's with the floral dominance. We're just trying to push this up, get close with them. We don't really want to go to war with them at this stage. One enemy at a time. Okay, the Galactic Wealth Wonders. And so where are we? We are That's us there, I think. In the middle. This is probe, and we're just going to move this one around the outside edge. Just different looking starbase. I didn't realise that they had different designs for the different sorts of factions. It's interesting. That looks good. This is the constructor. Oh, we can't build it there. Okay, so we've got Cultural Awareness Centre is going to, for the cost of one module, 1 Durantium, and we have a bit of Durantium, not a hell of a lot. The influence growth goes up by +10. Let's just do that. And perimeter scanners I won't worry about. Let's click on done. So we will start to push and see if we can culture flip some of these eventually, but it's going to be hard because there's so many of them. That's our best shot, and this will also then protect Marilina 3. This is a problem as well. We're going to need to get another base in there actually, otherwise this one will culture flip. A little colony. In fact, we should be able to even push this one out, so maybe we just get a few of these and just really try to sort of dominate this this sector of space. Okay, year 5. It's been nearly 5 years since we left our star system to explore the galaxy. We're no longer vulnerable to a planet-wide extinction event, and we have brought our life to new worlds. A celebration is held on each of our worlds. It is time for our people to reflect on the progress we made to get to this point. Stories are told, the dreams of thousands of years of our ancestors being realised by our generation. We're excited to see what the next year brings. So everyone enjoy the festivity. So we end up with +10 culture points and +20% approval for all our units for 10 months. So it's a bit of a 5-year party. How about it, mate? How are you going? We were just talking about you, and in a positive light. Yeah, Bannerman's saying culture flipping is a lot more difficult now than what it was before. It was far too easy. Yes, it was. It was actually annoying previously, original sense saying I keep trying to scroll out, and Valma saying good change. It means you actually have to try to culture flip someone to do it mostly. Yeah, I wouldn't mind just grabbing a bit. So maybe we don't need to worry. I mean, this one here, it is a bit of a concern. We are completely surrounded. Yeah, we love the King Day. There we go. Michael's saying, Michael was mentioning something, and I thought it's something that you would know. If anyone knew about it, you would know about it. So it's saying, hi, Better Mode, did you know about the exploit I mentioned with the special ships? And so what Michael had said, it was a little way up in the chat. So he said, you showed me a bug at one time that I've exploited more than once. If you get an event where you get to build a special ship, you can go to a redesign and build more of them. And so he then went on to sort of say, because I said I don't remember saying that. He said, yeah, you did. Let's say you get to build a nail ship. Instead of building it, you redesign it and put in a lot of them into production. Let's say 10 in each shipyard. And then the next turn the design is gone, but the ship is in the build line is still there. So I don't recall that exploit. I know that in the early days there were lots of exploits that we were all discovering and doing different things, but I thought if anyone knew an exploit in this game, you'd be the one. Battle Mode's my go-to person to ask these sort of questions. He's as shady as they come. It's all fun and games until the blood starts to spill. So Battle Mode's saying, talking about me in a positive light. Lol, that's unusual. It is. Well, it's sort of underhanded. It's underhanded compliments. By the way, I will just say that it looks like Battle Mode, myself, Tortuga Power, and Lucid Tactics are looking to get together to play a bit of a multiplayer game at some point in the coming weeks. So check out that one. That'll be for Solium Infernum. But yeah, this is all cool. Michael's saying I did that yesterday in my game of Special Cruiser Ship, even though I couldn't build any cruisers. Okay, that's maybe battle mode knows the answer, but I don't remember doing it. Well, let's see when we get one, or if we get one, we'll try it out and see what actually happens. Now what else have we got through here? Here we go. We've got more constructors now coming from Scurvy and Prime. I might throw more of them in. Yeah, we've got more constructors coming. Actually, here we go. We've got this as well. This build queue is actually settling in really quite nicely. What are we next to? Mining operations. Not a lot in there. What about this one here? Enforcer Den. So +1 to wealth, manufacturing and military. This is an agricultural district. Adjacency is food and pop. Actually, +2 to population there. Central mine is back that way. Yeah, it's a capital city way off on its own to pick up the extra population. I think we'll exploit. I would normally go this one here, but that one there with the +2 level of population. Adjacency bonus +2 to population there. We're not really going to be able to make good use of it because no one's going to really have the extra population to make use of it. That one would ultimately, if we built a population building in there. If we could build a housing district in here. Let's see what we get. God, do we do it here? Let's do it in here. That's also another population centre potentially. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's... Yeah, we've really we've got only 3 around here, but I sort of had to take that at the start. Let's just go this one here. We'll do the planetary conversion. So, okay, so I think Michael's just explaining what the exploit is that he was aware of, which was the special ship building exploit. And I don't remember doing that one myself, but that doesn't mean much. If I haven't done something for a week, I completely forget about it. Now, actually, original tent saying, we're so hungry, going to make a big pot of New England clam chowder with Louisiana Cajun seasoning. Wow, that is extremely explicit. Actually, my wife cooked something last night, and she's away at lunchtime today, so I'm going to be eating. I forget what it's called. It's like I think it's a Greek form of spaghetti bolognese, but it was beautiful. It was so nice. And we'd never had it before, but yeah, she cooked it from scratch. But it was it had like rice, but pasta rice or something. I don't know what it was, but it was really, really cool. Okay, Battleman saying, Daz, have you found any interesting OP strategies with growth and moving citizens yet? So I'm interested in hearing. I haven't really. I haven't been doing it. I haven't actually been showing it. Actually, I should show it. If we wanted to take one of our 8 civilians in here, let's just say we had someone that was either really, really good at something that we needed on another world, and I haven't done this, I haven't had a need for it yet. You can see that we've got, like, she's extremely happy. So she is, yeah, there's certain things there. Her approval is 75%. But if there was someone that was a problem or something along these sorts of lines, we can ship them off. So we can go to transports and move them to one of our other planets if we have the population available for it. So we can start to shuffle units around, but you need to have extra population at those particular centres. So it's funny, actually, this is interesting. It doesn't really go through what their happiness is, and I'm thinking that, like, the skills are going to be important, like to get, like this one here with the incredible, what is she? She is just a citizen, but wow, wouldn't she be a great scientist? So if she was a scientist, and I don't know if I can make her into a scientist. Oh, I can actually. Provides research based on their intelligence. Well, we are behind in research, so maybe we do that. She's only a citizen at this stage, so we'd make her into a scientist, and that way we're just going to get a boost to our... I should have checked that before we did it. But we've got 3 scientists in here. What's his science skills? He's only got 5. He's got 5 as well. 5's okay, but 8's exceptional. So, but I haven't been moving him around at all. With citizen transport, you can now more easily build planets that are specialised. Yeah, growth planet. Yeah, to send colonists off to industrial worlds, etc. Yeah, I think that's like we've only got one worker here actually in this whole thing, and yeah, provides manufacturing based on their diligence. This one, the diligence is 5, which is actually good for our faction. This one's 6. That one's only 3. That one's 6. I mean, our money is doing fine. Let's go and make this one into a worker as well, because they're easy to change. See, that went down, didn't it? Well, research went down with that. Manufacturing, I didn't check to see if it went up or not. Anyway, we'll just leave that there. But I haven't been playing with that much at all, actually. I think I showed it once, and then that was it. I didn't actually tweak it. But it does allow you to then get rid of problems from planets, or to, as Battlemate said, to actually specialise your planets. But we haven't really been in a position to do that. The planets that we have are still early days. Now, we've got the constructor here from Skervian Prime. This really is our main economy location. Yeah, maybe we sort of do an economic starbase in through here somewhere. Yeah, that one does give a bit of a bonus, but not much of one. Just pop this one in here. Make it into an economic starbase. Okay, so now we should actually go and settle that other little area as well. So we've got the Starbase factory, boost manufacturing of nearby worlds. Yeah, look, I might as well do that one, I guess. It does cost a bit of germanium. It's hardly worth it. That's promethium, which we don't actually have. So, hi Togram, how are you going? And hi to anybody else that's joined us as well. So we're just playing Galactic Civ 4, which is a game that just gets exponentially better and better all the time. Now, still getting space factories. I'll then start to employ these. I haven't really been putting in anything around here. I just haven't found anything really worth it yet. But I think the space factories will be good. Now that's that area of space. Battlemate saying if you find one of the techs or traits that gives a bonus to citizen skills, you can get some crazy strong stuff. Okay. So Taffy's saying, but is it better than Galactic Civ 3? Yes, it is, for one incredibly important reason, and that is because it's based on Galactic Civ 2. So with Galactic Civ 4, it's interesting. I think that Galactic Civ 2 in its day and for its era was pretty much universally loved. And so that was like the sweet spot that people had. And then when Galactic Civ 3 came out, some people loved Galactic Civ 3 and some people really didn't like it based because of what they were used to with Galactic Civ 2. And so when Galactic Civ 4 first came out, it was a bit of its first iteration was pretty poor, I've got to say. It was more like Galactic Civ 3, but taken it further along. And then essentially Brad Bordell, the CEO of Stardock, then got involved about a year ago now, I guess. And he really looked at it from wide out and looked down and thought, you know, what have we done over the whole course of the series that's worked and what hasn't worked, and you know where have people liked things. And so that's where Supernova, the Supernova version, by the way, I think Supernova is now gone. I think it's now just Galactic Civ 4. I think they did actually have that split where the Supernova version was the new version, which was heavily inspired by what Galactic Civ 2 did right. And so they combined it in, so it's got the best of Galactic Civ 2, the best of Galactic Civ 3, plus a whole lot of other new stuff in it as well. So it's incredibly much better than either 3 or 2. It's, in comparison, like I loved Galciv 2. I vaguely remember playing it. I mean, it's been so many years now since that one came out. Galciv 3 I enjoyed, but I didn't love it. Galciv 4 I love it. It's just getting so much better all the time. So it improves like really so much all the time. So have you saying good answer? Yeah, and original intent saying it's vastly better. Yeah. One thing Galciv 3 has, though, are a lot more complete fleet ships designs made by other people. Yes, you can plug them in, though. So if you go to the workshop, they're all still available. Like the actual building of those things, I think, is still available. I'm pretty sure you can just plug them back in. Actually, no, I know what you mean. The complete, yes. That sort of stuff in the workshop does need to be fleshed out. In fact, one thing, I haven't looked at the workshop for a little while, but one criticism I do actually have of the game is that the workshop is it's not easy to find the gold. So if you're sifting, you're finding a lot of mica and low-level minerals when you're sort of sifting for the gold, but the actual gold nuggets that are in there that people are building can get lost because there's so much stuff in there. They haven't done a good job of sorting that out. And this is where I think civilizations will be another big one. Ships will be another one. Like ship sets, there are some ship sets in there, but not a lot. A ship set is when you start a game, you can say, I want this class of design. And I think eventually, I think this game is, like, when you look at this, like one of the unheard of things, actually I'll show you if I can. I might as well show it because if I just go across into Steam, I was really surprised when I saw this, actually, because you don't see this very often, except with No Man's Sky. If we have a look at Gal Civ, I think it knows what it is. That's the original. I think if you do a space and then do Civ, nope, Galaxy Girls. There we go. We're not having much luck, are we? Galactic Civ. There we go. So when we have a look at Galactic Civilizations 4, and you can see it no longer says it's the Supernova version. It's still around at times, but it now is just what it is. But it's gone from mostly positive, like 72% is the average score, up to, in recent times, 80%. So it's gone nearly 10% higher, which you don't see that very often, that markedly different. Often you'll see it sort of squeak along a little bit in increments, but this is, I think, a reflection on just what's happened with the game over recent times. So, yeah, it's an amazing game. I'll just pause that just so it won't keep on playing. But yeah, it's that for me is sort of like a really, really good sign that they're doing things right with the game, and they are doing things right with the game. It's just every single iteration improves out of sight. But yeah, as I said, the this version of it just takes the best of everything. It's quite interesting to read the philosophies around what they did. So Michael's saying, I like playing Galciv 3 with the Babylon 5 models. I thought that they were in. Let's have a look and see. I'll show you what I mean about the workshop being something that does need sorting. So the workshop has got all ships 753 tiny, and then it's got them split into these different sorts of things. It does have 99 ship styles though. That's actually, the last time I looked, I thought it was like about 12. So that's interesting. But this is where like civilizations have all been lumped in together, and so the ships. If you wanted an individual ship, like if we go and let's just say that we're the Enterprise. Let's look and see. There should be a few Enterprise type ships, I would guess. There's a Mark II. Is that a precursor survey? No, that's not it. Actually, wonder why that's not there. Maybe licensing, they're not allowed to do those sorts of things. Star Trek. There we go. Star Trek New Cruiser Class, New Frontiers. So people are building these sorts of ships. And some of these look really exciting to play, like the Romulan Star Empire. Sounds like it would be fantastic, except it won't have, I'm guessing it won't actually have citizens that are the Romulans. And so that would be, because it's hard to build those sorts of things. In fact, I don't even think you can. This one does come with ship models, which is interesting, because some of them don't even have to have ship models. So you can do a really simplistic group. This one actually looks pretty cool. If somebody has actually said the ship models are good, then that means that they've probably actually used exactly that. but again, you're not seeing any graphics for it. So it's really hard to use what they actually have. Like StarTech New Frontiers, this is this particular ship. So someone has built an enterprise sort of style within the actual game. But, you know, like they're all over the place, really, with what actually's happened in here. The only thing I think, and this is where I think that the civilizations in particular need to be shown. It's got its own ship styles. It's got this. It's got that. The ship styles are really important. Like if we go and have a look at the ship styles. So yes, I thought there was only about 12. There's only a few. Only 5. Oh, hang on. That's Star Trek. Star Scouts. Adeptus Mechanicus, Supernova styles. So this one here is contains ships designed by Volans and Navanor, and I created the rest. The result is a complete Warhammer 40k. This is what I mean. This is where the gold is when you find these sorts of things. Like if you find something that you actually really do like. But again, it can be as low as just a couple of ships, or it can be dumped something like this where you've got like a heap of ships. But will it? Yeah, look at all this. So this has all been fleshed out and built within the actual system itself using an Adeptus Mechanicus Warhammer 40,000 look at the actual, you know, at different ship classes and ship designs. It's only one image. Wish that they'd show some close-ups of it. So, but that looks pretty cool. Like that looks like a good one. This is where I would love to see like that somehow they get a summary of what's actually inside each one of them. Imperial Security Bureau, Chimera. Yeah, there's a fair few there. But I thought it was fairly easy to bring them across from the previous games. Anyway, that's but yeah, the ship styles are interesting. Hi Tarank, how are you going? Okay, so we'll leave that one there anyway. But that's yeah, so that's so there's a lot of potential, but just not quite like the workshop for me is you know you're spending a lot of time trying to find stuff that's good, and there is good stuff in there, but you've got to find it, and so it's tricky. I think when they do allow us to build our own citizens and edit our own citizens properly, that's when I'll probably do a mod. I'll probably do a little tutorial on how to do that, because I would love to see more people actually build, you know, things like the Romulans or whatever it might be for those sorts of citizen packs, or those civilization packs. Anyway, that's just me. Now back into here, we've sort of got our bits and pieces there. We've sort of now explored everything in this area. There's nothing. We've got no real big threats in here, so I'm sort of happy to just move this one out into this other sector. Situation report. So this is the Bubbleverse Collective. This is one of the factions that we generated. So our people, the Bubbleverse Collective, have a profound connection to water. We wish to explore the depths of your oceans, study its inhabitants, and understand its mysteries. We assure you our intentions are purely scientific. Would you permit us? This sounds great. What do we end up getting? It's a step towards interstellar cooperation, but our coastal communities are particularly wary. -3 approval to all units for 12 months. No, we don't want to do that. And so we value our autonomy and the sentiments of our people. The seas remain ours alone. We're going to do that one. So they're in the other universe. They're in the other sector. So we don't have to worry about them so much at this point in time. Okay, here we go. The Dreadlord artifact. We're coming across something, some sort of device left behind by the Dreadlords. We're not quite certain what it is, and wanted to see if one of your researchers would be willing to review it. So take the artifact and activate it. So unknown but -1 relations with the Floral Alliance for 50 months. But we do get +100 ascension points, which I don't think are really all that valuable. Create a joint task force to study the artifact. Now this is +1 relations. I do want to be really close with these. So what my goal is to have one very, very close ally, and that's sort of where I am with this one. So create a joint task force to study the artifact. So let's just do that one. And we end up with diplomatic capital that we can then spend as well. Like it's like a resource when we do diplomacy. So original 10 saying, "Oh, space Cenobites as a race would be fun." What's a Cenobite? Always someone's mentioned that a few times. No, that's Cetus. There's a whale. Yeah, I don't know what a Cenobite is. You'll have to explain what that is for my. I'm not that intelligent to know what that is. Another event, okay, it's the Discovery survey report from our ship. Our flagship finds a derelict mining drone drifting aimlessly in space. The drone appears to be from a advanced civilization, is still functional. Your engineers managed to reprogram and repair the drone. Upon confirmation, the drone is added to your fleet. I think there should be a 2 in there. Provided increased mining capabilities and efficiency for resource gathering. So reprogram the drone so we get +1 Helios ore, or reprogram the drone to focus on Durantium. Now, we don't have any Helios ore. I can sort of see at the back there. I like that they've given us this now to decide later, but we don't actually have Helios ore at all. Are we actually mining Arnold Space? No, we must have found it. I think we might get the Helios ore. We are getting some Durantium, but it's not really, we're not getting a lot. Let's go that way. All right. So, original intent saying Hellraiser, Ultimate Nihilists. Yeah, I don't know what Cenobites is. So, is that from some sort of story? I thought it might have been like a jellyfish or something like that. But yeah. Anyway. Just go forward. Is there anything else? Yeah, actually, we've got a few things we can do down here now. Cultural progression. We now actually can go and grab any of the 3 from Nihilism that we haven't picked up yet. This is one thing I don't like about the game, is that I wish that there was more differentiation between what you have selected and what you can select. And they do this with the tech as well. It's just as a user interface issue, it is a little bit light on. I prefer these to almost be ghosted back until you select them. A bit like what these are, but not as much. These are sort of locked away. So criminal ties, this one does unlocks a crime wave executive order. So we've traded, so this is something we could do just to sort of send crime waves out to other locations. Nihilists on planet have their stats increased. Now we don't actually have many nihilists. Exploitation unlocks exploit population executive order. It's the labour and resource of weaker species. We're not really using that one either, so we're sort of a bit locked in here. Let's go back to a few of the other ones. Individualism, this is the independence. Sponsorship, the independence, we don't really need that one. Totalitarianism, this is sort of where we did start with the game. Prestige. Citizen expectations, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad if we start to head this way. Well, let's just go this way. We end up with +100 control. Let's go yes. So we'll start to sort of open this one up a little bit. Actually, we do have the executive orders that we have down there, but I won't use them just yet. That's another thing. We should have a look at their civilization. Just manage some of these. We've got free trade at this point in time. So the income goes up, the trade route value goes up by a lot. That's a good one. The heart of the empire is still probably viable for us. Export food, we don't need that one. Genius grants, research goes up, but income goes down. Look the other way. So crime is spread through trade routes. This is something I do want to do at some point, but probably wait until I've got another slot open. Research grants. At some point we're probably going to need to move ahead because we are behind. This one here is a good one usually, where you end up with building, building things through the shipyards. I guess there's still a lot we need to do. The hit points goes up, but let's wait until we've actually got other things to do. So, yeah, when do we unlock this one? Research technologies to unlock more slots. So our problem is that we're actually behind in research. If we look at researching through here, we're a long way behind with what we're doing. And, like miles behind. We're not even, it's not even close. Who is that way at the top there? It's still a Renegades, these guys here. So that's the crystal people. Okay. The collectivists. So, Michael's saying, if you're still there, battle mode, I've got a question. If your ship fleet destroys another ship out of combat, with the laser missile attacks. Is it? I've got this stupid little heart thing that keeps on coming up. I know how to get rid of it now. I think I do. Just bear with me. Actually, it might be too late for me to do it now. Stream settings. It's in here somewhere. Pure activity. Nope. Stream health. Nope, that's not it either. You know, it's a really frustrating little. This thing here stops me from reading stuff, and I've got rid of it from most other feeds that I do, except for this one. And I thought it was one of these. No, I can't think of where it is. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's unfortunately they need people to keep on chatting for it to then go off the screen. Anyway, so I've got that heart too. There is a way to turn it off. On most of my streams, I don't actually have it anymore. But when I set this one up, I must have, and I forget what it is, but there is a setting you can turn it off. It's a frustrating little stupid thing. It's in the worst possible spot. You know, if it should be either off where the main chat is occurring, or somewhere else in the chat. You know, where it doesn't matter. But it's just really stupid, and a lot of people have that problem. Yeah, so it's the attack is on purpose that your ship fleet doesn't get any XP from it. I don't know about the XP coming off that one. I have heard of that, but I haven't experimented with that one as well. I think that you still have to physically go and attack them to get the XP. I think. Anyway, we're behind in research, and this is a problem. So. Do we change it now? Do we start to just boost our research along a little bit? Because we're only getting 14 research, which is pretty bad. Which is really bad, actually. Well, Scavian Prime, can we build a Kazar's mainframe? This is a technological capital, which does give us a boost to research. And we need Promethean for that, so we can always buy the Promethean. Yeah, I think we'll come back to that one. We'll have a think about it. Move that one across. Space Factory's good. Choose new tech. There's the space elevators. That's what we want as well. Let's click on done. Now, space elevators, that's Starport. This is what it gives us. So +1 level to military, +1 to wealth, and +1 to manufacturing. So we get a 4 there. That's our best one on the world there. Yeah, I'll position that one there. So that's the Starport. We pretty much want to get them on everything. Oh, hang on. That's does that give us the factories in space as well? There's the space elevator, which we're going to get next. Yeah, so farming goes up by +1. Colonization, we don't need. See, I just don't need this stuff. Crime goes down a little bit, but you know, with the way that we sort of who we are, it doesn't really matter that much. Pollution goes down a little bit, so I don't really need these. Excuse me. It's sort of one of these things where they're just not required. Not yet, anyway. start to just colour in all of the different bits and pieces. Completely map their area of space. Another constructor. Okay, this is pushing us back a little bit now. Yeah, I won't worry about that one so much. This one we should ultimately get ourselves. It's not colonised, it's okay. Well, I might start to build some military star bases, I guess. I mean, they're super useful. Particularly if you can afford them. Actually, I might just go back and change the policies. Let's get rid of Heart of the Empire and throw in the research grants. Yeah, it gets us up to plus 18. Just try to see if we can sort of build up a little bit more with our research. And yeah, we can't trade techs. I like this. I don't know if I turned that off at the start, I'm guessing. What have you got that we want? Not a lot. Situation report. The Snathy are here. Okay, so your doom is at hand. We're the Snathy. We'll rid the galaxy of all sub-Scuridae filth. So we'll catalogue your history after we wipe you out. So this is these were a really, really cool faction in terms of what they do, but with a really crappy sort of graphic. I wish that it was more like that it looked more aggressive than what it is. We'll catalogue your history after we wipe you out. It's funny, I'm probably more forgiving of it since Guardians of the Galaxy. I do love that movie. Anyway, catalogue your history after we wipe you out. You should go back to your own tree road. It doesn't matter what we do. We're skeptical about ever becoming friendly. We're never going to be friendly. So we'll be aggressive. We don't know exactly where they are. We'll have a look for them in just a minute. Space Elevators is now completed. Our mining missions. Civilians to gather resources for us. Now, energy weapons. This is actually something we do want to get. Let's go that way. Just click on done. Defensive studies is something we do need as well, fairly urgently. Let's just go this way though. We sort of, because we're so far behind in research, we do need to spend some more time doing other things. Now, the Snathy, where the hell are they? Is that them? That's Guardians, okay. It's an independent group. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Ah, there it is. Snathy Revenge. Right near Jungle World. Okay, so they're coming in with fighters, Punishers, and they're starting to sort of build up. Now, this is a good one for us because simply it's a Class 32 amazing planet. And so it's inside our areas. Yeah, this is okay. This will be cool. So what we need to do here is we need to wipe them out essentially. So we need to build seed ships and get that one done. So what have they got on there? Population is already it's overpopulated with 6. Planetary defense is 248, which is a fairly high planetary defense. They are going to be building things in through here, but we've now got the 3 different cruisers that we had picked up. So we can send these out. The Corvette, which is still a cruiser class. Let's have a look at each one of these in turn. It's got a combat rating of 9. That's 9 as well, and that's 9 as well. So these cruisers are all looking pretty good. These are just fighters at this stage. Yeah, combat rating of only 2. Nothing on the planet, so they've just got raiders. I think there's a frigate. They do have a frigate there, which has got a combat rating of 5. So we'll have to be a little bit careful of these, but we will actually go after them straight away. So we'll send in the troops. I'll just send them out ship by ship initially. So this is the pirate ship that we had picked up. Now the cruiser. What has this one got? This one has got a beam attack. Kinetic attack is up there as well, a missile attack of 10. We can do a lot of stuff here. It's got shield strength of 6, which is good. An evasion of 5. Yeah, it's good. So we'll just get both of those together, all 3 of them, basically. I think actually, how's our logistics with this fleet? It's the moves. Logistics is maximised at 12 with those 2. The other ship that we had. If we go and have a look at this one. Yeah, this has got a high beam attack. Shield strength is low though. Let's just send these 2 cruisers out to handle the snaffy threat. So we'll move that one down this way. Here they come. So we'll send them to Jungle World. Jungle World does actually have 2 fighters, 2 snipers. And probably ideally we'd be wanting to get the supply ship in there now. They will possibly come after these 2 sniper ships, the 2 fighter ships. And I think that the game has now changed. It used to be that it was actually quite hard to attack ships on a planet. But I think it's now different again. So I just did a quick save there. Let's see what else we've got. So Scurvian Prime. So this is the Natural League on Scurvian Prime. Believes that they should now spread their messages to the entire galaxy. To that end, have constructed their own colony ship and preparing their members for their voyage. We've been contacted by a few family members of Natural League members who view it as a cult and claim the mission. What are your orders? A free ship full of eager colonists. I know exactly what I want to do with that. So we're definitely going to do that. We'll grab the free ship and colonize this one. So thank you for that, Natural League. And that world. So that's a feeder world now back into Scurvian Prime. So that's all good. In the meantime, I think I might move these guys out. I'll get them to join up with this group. That then takes us up to 14 because it's just the 2 fighters plus these other ships. Gives us now 14 logistics. So this is the biggest of the fleets we can actually have. Oh, hang on, I have to be careful there. How far do these things move? 4, 1, 2. Yeah, they can't quite reach it. That's okay. So we'll get our military established in here. That's what that one was coming down to build. This way, Okay, breakaway colony. Traders within our own colonization program have been secretly planning against us for months. They found and kept secret a high-quality world and took some of their most hated rivals and settled it. They have no interest in relations with us, but rather intend to actually bring down our government if they can. We have no choice but to go to war with them. Very well, war it is. So, and this is one that we can't close off. It's just, it is what it is. So there's now a nearby new civilization made up of our own people seeking our destruction. So we need to start to settle this one here. So incoming message from the Liberators. Liberators look forward to learning more about the Cosmic Syndicate. There'll never be peace between us. Claims are relevant to us. Well, that's what they are. So that's, where is that? It's not going to be in there. It's going to be, don't tell me Jungle World is flipped. No, it's still a core world of ours. Yeah, Liberators are in here. Got a supply ship in here. They've got a colony ship, a freighter, a probe, a flagship. So they've literally just started off. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with this. There's another supply ship in here. Siege ships are what we're going to need to be building. We're going to need a few of them now. Okay, well, so we've got ourselves a situation. Original intent saying for your eyes, you can't get rid of the heart while live streaming, but you can go to the live streaming section and uncheck the box to allow restrictions, reactions on live streams. Yeah, I know I've done it, but I was hoping that I would have turned it off because I thought I turned it off globally, but I'm surprised to be seeing it there. Well, here we go. So we've got this group now coming back in. No more moves. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can move it into there. Might be better to ultimately do it over here somewhere. It then covers the Starbase as well. Oh, it's their territory. I can't do it. Okay, well, yes, we don't control this territory anymore. This is all Snaffy territory. They control all of this. Sorry, I had a probe. This is just a reaction. Yeah, unfortunately we lose this this constructor to that frigate. Yeah, I'll just quick battle it out. That was screwed up there. So the frigate, this is an area patrol ship with mass driver-based weapon systems. It's going to be simple, but it may. Frigates go after small ships. Let's just watch the battle. I should have gone after with just the cruisers. Do damage. It's fine. That's good. Fighter's off somewhere else. I don't know where that one's going. But we do need to get a ourselves a some ships there to destroy this. Instructors coming in one. I'll let that one occur. Then we'll get more siege ships. So we're not ready for war. So Skervian Prime, we built this one into here. It's just a flat plain. There's nothing else in there. We can increase the agricultural output. We're doing okay with this at this stage. Financial as well. We're doing fine with finance. It really does come down to research. Now the Colonial Clinic doesn't really add anything to what we have. I'd like to get it to work the +2 level of population, but we're not really. I'd need to get a housing group in through there, which isn't critical at this stage. Whereas I think getting the technological capital actually is. This is actually really quite important. So we need what do we need there? We need 3 Promethean, and we don't have any. All right, so we need to buy that. Let's just click on done. We'll go to the market. And Promethean, there. It's a bit expensive. So we get the 3 that we require. We'll go back in again. I like how nice and simple that is. Now this one we get +2 there, which then improves this location. This Industrial Espionage Centre. Gives us an extra +1 research. This one here gives us research of +12%, 3% per level. It's only 1% per level, so we're probably going to be better off there. We only have 2 there, so let's go and throw this one into here, I think. Yeah, we really haven't done much with research at all. Okay, that'll do. Now with the planet itself, we now have the space elevator. Now it's cost 2 Gerantium. That's all we actually have. So we get that one established in space. And we also then have the mining core, which really does aid our manufacturing. Yeah, +2 to manufacturing, +2 to manufacturing in there. If we go and grab this, we get heaps. This one in here, we end up with +2 to military, +3 to manufacturing in through there. It's actually a +4 ultimately. I'm thinking that, what's this one here? This one has got, yeah, this one's precursor nanites. It's just the adjacency goes up by +2. Air purifier, adjacency is +1 to manufacturing. So even that's a 3. This one's a trade network, just to get wealth. Let's go this way. And we'll get a manufacturing district down that way. Done. Right. And this one as well. Mining core. We do actually have some areas like unstable minerals back and through that other side. Then we've got the air purifier. This one is not really a problem at all. Like we've got no real big manufacturing here, so that doesn't really matter. We do need food. Like I still need to keep on getting more food areas. It's a trade network again. If I get the housing district, I can get more population. Research district is hardly worth it. Adjacency levels, you get +1. Agriculture does actually boost the adjacency level bonuses. You get +2 level to population. Might just throw that in there just to sort of see what actually happens with this ultimately. I don't know if it means that we end up with more population cap. We'll see what actually happens. It might be a good way for us to go. Right, an event. So Lava World Planet Report. So biologists sanctified by the Natural League have discovered an agent that will dramatically increase the reproduction rate on Lava World, because they feel that only greatly boosted organic birth rates will be enough to prevent synthetic life from overwhelming the galaxy. Intended to distribute this new agent widely, perhaps even by force for your orders. To allow the Natural League to add the agent to the local water supply, we end up with +50%. We don't need it. Let's see them use the agent. Let's go with -1 here in this case, because we don't have the population there to warrant that. That still has to move. Keep on coming back because I want to make sure I see it when it happens. Damn, we missed it. Did we? Oh no, it's still there. Ah, it's still got idle ships. That's the probe. And we've lost sight of this one. So I don't know where that one actually is. So research complete. Energy weapon theory. Choose new tech. Railguns, that's just basic stuff. Upgrade research, maybe we'll go that way, I think. I'm done. Well, all of a sudden it's become a bit more interesting trying to, like we're not just sliding on through anymore. So sending out more fighters. 3, 4, 5. We can go and finish that one off. Don't have really the ability to sort of tackle planets with this one. We do need to get those other seed ships built. And this is the constructor there. I'm going to go and place a. I'm going to go and place again. That's not ours. This is controlled by others. Yeah, lots of constructors in this side. So we've only really controlled this area of space now. I should really come back down. Oh, no, you've got to be a fair way away. I better go back this way again. I can be within 5 of the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that enough? Yeah, it is. And I won't do anything else with this one. I'll just leave that one where that is. Trade offer. So the cybernetic overlord is wants us to give him modules and credits. He's going to give us open borders. 6 gerantium is not bad, and precursor nanites. Yeah, we don't have any of those either. Well, let's temper this down a little bit. Say 300 just to get it started. Modules, say 2. Okay, and each other's ships to pass through your respective territories without diplomatic penalty. I'll leave that one in there. If I get rid of it, it didn't make any difference, so that's just really a... where's the treaties? Yeah, it doesn't make one difference one way or another. Going down to 3, and Gerantium. And we'll use Persuasion. Still not enough. Alright, so we just go back to modules. This hardly does anything. It's going to be money. Okay, 521, I can do that. Okay, we'll offer that one. Getting the 3 Gerantium is probably the valuable thing. So I'll accept that. I do like the way these trades things work. It's nice and fast. It does work out well. Okay, so we've got ships in through here as well. They've got a bomber in there. Now we can't do anything this time. We'll just end our turn. It's their flagship, and it's trying to blast apart these guys. They've got fighters backing through there. Yeah, we're going to have to come back up here as well, but I think the Snaffy are going to be more of a threat than anything, so we'll go that way. Yeah, this one, the starport. Go that way. It's got, I think it's going to be too difficult for us to destroy with what we actually have over here. Yeah, for us it says no casualties, for them total loss. I think we'll just do this. Yeah, they've got one other ship there. Let's watch this battle. Okay, I've got rid of the small ship. And these big cruisers that we picked up from the pirates are starting to do some damage, which is good. There we go. And the small ships are certainly helping as well. So we've got all the shielding is sort of working well for us. Yep, so those cruisers took nothing, no damage at all. Perfect, perfect, that was good. So a little bit of damage done to this ship here, but nothing much really. Just click on done. So that works out very, very well for us. You can list other pirate ships as well. There's no pirate worlds as such. If we can find a pirate fleet, it might be something worth going for. They may have already been wiped out, but I forget where the pirates actually were in the game. We saw a big fleet of them in here, but in the meantime I've lost sight of them. I should have put a little marker down on the map to show where the pirates actually were located. Yeah, because they weren't super far away. I'm pretty sure they were in here somewhere, which would have been pretty cool. Hi Availability, how are you going? And hi to anybody else. Hi Silvercol. Hi to anybody that's joined us as well. Got idle ships now. So these have taken a little bit of damage, and we can't really besiege the planet. Fleet's Conquest rating is only 3 versus 270. So we need to have at least 27 combat rating to be able to do this. And we will split this up a little bit. I'm just going to leave that one where that is. They can't build now. And just leave them where they are. I'll just put them into repair mode. So I really want to get this thing taken over as fast as possible. Got supply ships coming in here, which is not really what we want there. The siege ships are coming in too. I'll just buy these. Got 805. Let's just rush it. They've still got a combat ship out and about that we don't have access, like we're going to have to sort of try to find. Oh. No, that's not them. I thought it was a pirate base for a second there. It's a bit hard to tell. These colours are the same as the pirates. This is another thing I wish they would have in the game, was to retrospectively go in and actually change the colour of your of the groups. So we're just getting supply ships there. We need more combat type ships, but we're just a bit far behind with everything. Okay, I've got a siege ship. Now, the Conquest rating is not high enough yet. We can't afford this one. Okay, well, we're just going to have to wait. We need 3 ships, I think, to take out that snaffy world. Supply ship in here. We'll put that one back into Jungle World. And we'll just go back in and probably actually get... siege ships are still a long way off. I think I'm better off just getting them at the home world. Home world for now. I'm going to need 3, I think. I've got 24, I need 27, don't I? Yeah, I've got them queued up, that's okay. Yeah, I need to have 10% of whatever the defense is that they've got. Now, they may have even more, but three ships will be enough at 12 siege strength. I need to deal with these guys. All right. Greetings, fellow travellers of the cosmos. I'm Aqua Luminary, ruler of the Bubbleverse Collective. We are voyagers seeking out seekers of knowledge and unity across the starlit expanse. Our aquatic heritage fills us with a boundless curiosity and a deep sense of collectivism. Join us in our quest to explore the mysteries. Yeah, likewise. I don't know why I started reading that. It was just crap. Now, yeah, it didn't do anything. So that didn't actually raise the housing at all. The population cap goes up there. Population cap goes up there as well. So food does not... Getting extra food, which I might still just keep on doing. Adjacency level bonus. It says +2 level to population. I'll try it there and just see if that does promote extra population, but it certainly didn't work down there. They've built this again. Just bankrupt them by doing that all the time. heal up again. This thing's getting a bit annoying. Use new tech. Defensive studies. This is the one that we want, because this one, what this one does is it leads off to opening up ships for us. So when we go back into our people, and we do actually have, he's actually reasonable in terms of resolve at 8. Costs a bit too much though at this point in time. But if we go back to the command ships, these first two require, actually that's subspace frequency, and then these ones here are defensive studies. These are small frigates and things, but this will be helpful. Actually, that's the only one we get with that. We'll see how we go with that one. I mean, it'd be nice to just be able to add it in. We need more money. We can always sell stuff off. We've got like a lot of, well, we've got a lot of thulium, which we're just not going to need. There we go, to 788. So we can now afford him for when we get this one. So with the supply ship back at Lava World. Just keep on building up Lava World at this stage. Nothing else there at this point in time. This is now all healed up and ready to go. Don't know where the other ships are. Just stay where we are for a little while. I could go off and wipe out the other group, but I need to get one of these planets. Still 27 is what we require, so I still need 3 of these other ships. Ship idle, yeah, that's okay. We'll just leave it where it is. Just go standby. Okay, so Michael's saying the housing district should get a 0.1 bonus from each +1 bonus, I think. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so we did it not raise the population by 2? No, it didn't. So Defeat is saying, oh, hey Daz, once online again I see. I'm so confused where to look for your live streams. Yeah, people have been saying that actually. It's because I don't have an actual time. It's hard because I tend to stream when I wake up, but I wake up within I don't wake up at regular times, so like I wake up anywhere within a 3-hour time period. So and then sometimes I don't feel like streaming, so I just don't. So it's not like for example, this stream today I was going to do yesterday at this time, and then other things I just couldn't actually do it. I do plan, actually, I will actually lock it in, I think, but I do plan on doing another one of these in 2 days' time. But it'll probably be earlier than the start, and it'll, so I'll be doing, instead of my normal Twitch stream, I'll do this one. But again, I'm not exactly sure of the start, but tomorrow I should actually be able to at least put down some sort of time frame to actually to get into that one. So I will be doing it like a third live stream of this one at that stage. It's a cool game, the way it does work. I'm just now a bit behind with all of my... Look, we don't have much left over. We need to find these pirates. So they're saying if I streamed, I'd be exactly the same. Yeah, it's sort of one of those things where I've noticed I used to worry about it, but I don't worry about it anymore because I just know it's just not going to work for me. I just can't do it. So it's yeah, it's a weird one. Now, Lava World. +2 level to research. I think I'm better off just going and getting, like, we can get the extra wealth. We're sort of now going backwards a little bit with our wealth, but that's, I mean, it's still good. The approval is right on 50%. What do we end up with there? +3 research. If I get a research district, Look, let's just focus a little bit on getting some research districts. We do have a scientist there. Oh, hang on, this one went up. That one went up. What was that one from? +2 level the population. So the colonial clinic made it go up, but not the agricultural. Not that I can really build it there. Adjacency level bonuses. Yep, adjacency level bonus +2 level to population. +2 level to population. There's something wrong there. Maybe it should be 0.2 or something. Food, I can see that being workable. Anyway, we'll leave that where that is. It's going to just be one turn. Just get a manufacturing district in there. So, Biographer is interviewing you so that you can write down a book about your rise to power. He asks what motivated you to lead the drive from your homeworld and into the far reaches of space. So, we don't want pacifism. Progressivism would be okay. Increases to 10, +1 culture points. And totalitarianism. I think I'll go progressivism in this case because we do need to get more research. There's a second seed ship. And one more. And defensive studies are coming in 2 turns as well. So Michael's saying a background on your Twitch says that I'm a YouTuber or a Slytherin would do it for me. Yeah, okay. On Twitch it says I'm on YouTube. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if it's easy for me to do that. Again, I'm bad at getting into those sort of habits. I was going to, for example, put it on my Discord wherever I'm streaming, and I did it once. And I've got a special little area in there for doing it. So I keep on forgetting to actually do those sorts of things. Maybe I need a checklist of stuff to do. I do have like the Slytherin streams that I do are scheduled. So I could certainly put them in if I remember to do it. I just got to remember to do it. Because it's these, like for example, I just looked at it before. My next stream at Slytherin is on Fridays. So Friday, if you're in Australia, it's on very, very early. Sorry, it's on Thursdays. It's a Thursday European time, but Friday, very early Friday morning my time. So that's my next one there. So I could actually sort of pop that one in. That's one of my normal sort of streaming times. Now the probe. Let's just go back this way. Yeah, we have to get rid of this thing. We'll get there. This will stop building at least. It's a bit when I go there, it'll be 36 or something like that, so I just don't have quite enough to do it. 2 turns before we get the seed ship there. Scurvian Prime. So the Natural League has a strong following amongst our most impoverished citizens. They've done a lot of good work in these communities. So what are your orders? We appreciate their support, so we give them +2. Yeah, we don't want that one. Help them avoid bankruptcy, but no more. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll sort of support that particular group. Trade offer. So they want heaps of our credits, thulium and modules. No, reject. Not even going to look at what they've got. Actually, I should be using my diplomatic capital to do things. Yeah, snaffling those 2 other big pirate cruisers was a very, very good move on our part. So that actual event, which was supposed to be one that was going to cause an issue, has actually given us an incredibly powerful fleet by playing as a crime lord. It's one thing I like about this game. There are, there's all these different ways that things can sort of turn out. It's very, very cool. It's not really impacting the ships that are there. I heard rumours of the Bubbleverse Collective have built a Centauran Emporium Galactic achievement. That's okay. We're not going to be able to build anything because we're just so far behind in research. Defensive studies, we choose new techs. Now the Avenger missile system, this would be a good one for us. Yeah, let's do this one. See that one there. Subspace frequency systems, this is another one that would be good for us because this one also then unlocks the some of the actual ships that we end up having. I'm pretty sure that was the one that it was. Look, I'm going to go with the missile first because we do want to start to build up our ships fairly effectively. Okay, they want this again. Reject. I thought that they'd coded it not to do this. Not to keep on bothering you. Let's send this one back through our own territory. Yeah, they're building up. We're going to have to, like, we'll deal with the snathy. We'll just do it one thread at a time and then sort of work our way through. Okay, there's our next seed ship. Now this one chews up 2. We're going to need some protection. So we've got the Corvette that we had there before, which logistically chews up a fair bit. That's got 6, but if we get and grab all of those together, that gives them protection. And so the siege value is 40, which is enough. It's more than enough, actually. Yeah, okay, we possibly could have done that by using this other Corvette with 2 of these, but this will be good. So we'll besiege the planet with these guys. Now, next ship to construct. Again, I don't think we're really sort of needing to do too much else. So we'll go with a another constructor, I guess. And again, we can only build them inside our borders, and that's not where we will have borders here once we actually take this particular planet. Okay, so what do they want? Modules and credits. The modules I definitely don't want to give up. The credits I don't really want to give up either, to be honest. I'm just going to reject it. Goodbye. So things are building up. The tension is sort of rising. I think it's like the pacing in the game. Like, it does take a while to get to this point where there's where everyone is sort of established. I wish there was a bit more of a quick start approach that you could do. It's engaging, but it's yeah, for streaming it does take a while to get to this stage. Yeah, reject. Stop asking me. Just stop asking me. All right, 6 months remaining. This is good. Now, this is interesting. Defending citizens are all actually humanoids. They're from our group, but they're snaffy. That doesn't make sense. So that's one. They did say that there was like bugs in the game that that need to be overcome, and this would definitely be one of them. The fact that the citizens are our own citizens doesn't, it seems strange. Anyway, although unless these are unless they're slaves, potentially, that could be it. Anyway, we'll click on done. I'll just keep this floating around just to protect this fleet, although the big cruiser that's in there, the other one that we also inherited, like we've got some powerful ships. I mean, if we have a look and see where we are again in the military power, we're up there. This is when we picked up these ships. We went from middle of the rung up to the top, and we've stagnated there. We lost a ship at that point, but yeah, we've just been sort of stagnating along. Some of the others have been accelerating a lot. Yeah, the Snathi are down here. We've destroyed them essentially. And the Liberators still actually have a presence, but they'll be destroyed fairly soon. So, so the jolly guitarist is saying, "Hey, Walter White." I don't know what you mean. I don't get it. I don't get a lot of things that people say. Okay, that's that one there. So it's not doing any damage. Like our ships are in orbit, they're sort of hiding behind the planet, and it's not really affecting anything. Credits, I would like to do it, but I just... I'm just going to say around about, say, 200. Because I can afford that. What does it start to become? Still a no. There we go. All right, so we get a few more resources which are going to be useful to us. So that will be valuable. Okay, so we've got just a few turns before we end up... Oh, they've now going back to this again. Rush this. Just do a quick battle there again. Just losing a few little points every time that actually happens. And just go back and repair that fleet again. Keep the siege going. Yeah, I've got no idea where the pirates were. I thought they were fairly central in this sector. They may have been wiped out already, although it is hard to wipe out the big pirate bases. Back across again. See if we can locate the pirates that were in this sector. They've got a lot of combat ships that are floating around. Now, ultimately, we're going to end up with some pretty nice worlds. The research, center production, energy weapons. These are useful again. Food is, we've only got 3. That's not great. Let's go that way for now. Actually, with our commanders, our ships, we should have had a look at this. So we've got the Venge. It's got 15 moves. It's got lots of missile attacks and great shielding, actually. So I will grab this one now. So this one here just requires the hit points based on the commander's diligence, and then the attack based on their resolve. So we've got our best one is this guy here that we saw there before. So we'll go and grab him and put him in the Venge. Now that's going to, as I say, increase this one fairly well. Let's click on done. Could that one take on the other ship? I think that's the constructor. Yes, we're going to bring this constructor down into this area. We've got a few more turns before this one then flips. Now the Venger's got a missile attack of 25.2. It's got beam and missile. It's got no protection, so I think we can go. I think we can use this ship, this special command ship, and it does have good movement. Let's move on up. That's a probe from the Liberators. Well, the Liberators will be wiped out fairly soon. Okay, improvements. Well, there's food there. I'll just grab an agricultural district at that point. That'll give us a bit more food. And I might grab financial district down there as well, just because that's really what it's suitable for. What's that one? That's the Razor's Lift. It's a galactic achievement. I think I'm better off. Actually, this one is not a bad world to do this on. How did no one else build this? I'll have a think about that one. Maybe on our home world. Yeah, there's a big bonus there. Let's throw that one in there. See if we can get it done. More constructors, I think. Alright, situation report, the crystal resonance. So have come with you with a proposal. We can detect harmonics which are beyond your imagination. We're willing to share knowledge of how to detect these harmonics, which should aid your science, but in return we want access to some of your worlds that have unique crystalline formations. So the approval, I don't want this. I'm going to go no thanks. Beautiful beings, cow before me, Xanthal the Vile, ruler of the venomous dominion. My unyielding ambition knows no bounds. My genocidal wrath will crush all who oppose me. So totalitarianism is the only way to maintain order in the galaxy. Ammonia flows through our veins, fueling our unstoppable conquest. Join me or perish under my venomous gaze. So does that mean we're at war? I don't know if it does. It sort of didn't make a lot of sense about join me. Let's have a look and see. Diplomacy. They're unhappy. See, they're happy with us. What happened there? What actually happened? Let's have a look at the diplomacy graph. Yeah, we're only at war with those two, so we're not at war with this one. So I think everything's still okay. I'm guessing it's warning us to go more totalitarian, which we can do. It certainly looks like we dropped a little bit there. Yeah, everything else is actually pretty cool here. We're not trading with these guys, they're a bit too far away. Let's click on done. Yeah, no, I won't worry about it. Let's click on done, that's fine. Goodbye. Now the the actual civilization, there's somewhere where we can see, and I keep on forgetting where it actually is, about the number of trade areas that we actually have left over. Yeah, it's not that one. Where would it be? Yeah, totalitarian, we do have a few more in through here. Purges, so unrest is reduced across all the core worlds and security measures are more effective. Prestige, so double the ship experience. These don't really matter that much. I'll go that way. I think we've got some unrest, but nothing like what you'd often get in the game, so everyone's pretty happy. We've got a very low taxation rate. It did actually give us a bit more income though, so it did have an impact. Right, well, okay, so Sorpical's saying, you're finding the distribution of special tiles on planets, or are they more coherent rather than just randomly scattered? They are coherent, you know, like we've got jungles running through here, for example, which give us production or manufacturing. Actually, that one there, the military. I might just start to boost some of these, rather than build all these special things. We've got the Heritage Centre. It's a civilization achievement. That boosts tourism. We don't really need to do that one so much. Planetary mainframe. So we can build these on planets. I don't really have... We've got one research up through here. I've got two there. Maybe I'll build that one there. Let's get going with that one. Okay, so Michael's saying the bottom left icon and then click. So that was... if we just go back in again. See, how far off are we here? Must just be a couple of turns or so, I would guess. So that was under diplomacy, was it? Nope, it's not that one. Bottom left. Databanks. Nope, not seeing it there either. Bottom left icon and then click on the trade button. Oh, this is civilization. Oh, yes, there it is. Available trade licenses 3. So we still actually have more trade we can do. Yeah, so we can still actually do more. Yeah, so there we go. Yes, we got that one. Which is actually, so we can still get more of this. Which I should do. Yeah, I always forget where it is. Okay. Not that it can't fight back, but we'll might as well just watch what it does. And that's it. Yeah, this I hope that they fix up the visuals lining up with the feedback that comes at the bottom. You don't get to see it. Let's click on done. Yeah, there's just a fighter craft there. Oh, do we capture that? Okay, so we'll move that one back off. Didn't realise that we captured those like this. Guess we've got one hit point. There's no one else close. Yeah, 2 months from remaining in this attack. Yeah, so they're, 3 months it's saying there, but it's essentially 2 months. Actually, that is inaccurate. So it's got 131 left over here. Let's click on done. Well, these aren't required here anymore. Oh, they made that into a core world. They have too. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. I've only got 2 more. I think I'll just keep away for a little bit, and then we'll come in and just pick out what we want to go after. So we've explored everything in here. Well, until we take this planet, really the constructor's just going to have to sit there. Yeah, approval's okay there. Do need to get some more ships back in orbit here. We need to stop this. I think it's because we're inside their territory, like this, like a foreign influence in this world has become so high that the population has begun to rebel if you do not act. The planet will soon defect. To quell the incoming rebellion, build influence improvements or nearby, or remove nearby foreign state starbase or planets. Yeah, which is what we'll do. So we do have a seed ship there. Just move that back onto the planet. Yeah, and so the same thing here, because we were under the snaffy influence, but everyone's still happy. Like if we have a look on the actual planet itself, nobody's rebelling yet, so that's all fine. It's now gone up another level. I'm confused. I'm really confused as to what's going on here. It's now gone up. It went. I'm unsure as to why. How this all happening anyway. Just confusing. So. So the Jolly Guitarist is saying on Age of Wonders 4, when your army are in stack, how do you see the attacking power of one unit? Sorry, a different game. When your armies are in a stack, you've just got to select the individual unit. You open the stack up, so it sort of comes up. Then just click on each unit, and then you'll get the actual specific stats. There's a supply ship. We'll go back to Jungle World with that. The little fighter craft there. There's more of them. I've still got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so we can take it up to here. Get rid of this guy. And watch this battle. This is their biggest ship. Missiles firing at each other. They don't have shielding, whereas we do. Again, this is what's frustrating. See how we're seeing damage coming in, and we're seeing stuff actually happening over here, but we're not getting the feedback. So I really really hope that Warlords brings in this so that this then lines up exactly with what we're seeing up the top here. It's sort of frustrating trying to see what's happening and then try to gauge, okay, well, what actually happened there? And we're going to find that we're, like, this is already 10 phases in, I'm thinking, just because of the amount of missiles that have gone in. And yeah, so we've got phase 5 and phase 9 then suddenly get added in. But it's not showing it exactly at the right time. Okay, it's Jolly Guitarist saying, I think you've been stuck on that. As you can just see it on Planetfall. Yeah, just as soon as you open up the stack, either right click or left click, I forget which one it is. It's different in battle and out of battle. So missiles at each other. Now, our ship should still actually have like a lot of shielding. Can we see it? Oh, the armor rating is coming down a little bit. Taking a little bit of damage now. So we didn't have it all our own way, but we got there in the end. Lost a little bit. Done. That's going to sort of clear the way. It's a constructor from theirs. Start to push this one forward. This one moves at 6. So here we will have to. That one's also rebelling. It's okay. Now this is at an axis. This is a jungle world. And which one should we grab? Might do a research mission. I could get another supply ship, but I think I'll just leave it where it is. Okay, that's fine. Till this one falls, we can't really do much else. Might as well take the colonist that's actually on there, which is this guy here, Theric Novak. Again, it's one of our guys. At war with my species, but I think we're the same species. Enjoy our friendship. By the growing military presence of is a source of unease for us. Yep, no need to worry. First invasion, here we go. God, I love these cutscenes. They've done it so well. On every planet we will find will be empty. Known that for a while. So this is the Snathi world. Now it's a shame that the Snathi Revenge have been destroyed. So that gives us their planet as well. Now that is just a navigator ship, freighter, trying to come back in. And so this one they did actually end up building a recruiting station, which we don't need. So I'm going to go and ditch that if I can. Destroy the orbital upgrade. It's a good planet. Let's have a look at it. Actually, we won't be able to see it until next turn. So this fleet now has to go back up to take on the other system, the other group, and then this will then all start to settle down, and then we'll get a economic starbase in through here somewhere. Just yet. And then we'll put a military one on the other side. So that's good. Good that we got that one. Now the governor of Jungle World. Actually, sorry, it's that may be what we have to do. Is no, we don't think we have to put a governor on. I don't think when we invade, or maybe we do. This one does actually have +3 to military, which means manufacturing. Actually, entertainment. Just go and boost those a little bit. And this is at Scurvian Prime, so I might just grab a. Actually, we need more freighters. See if we can find more planets. Get more money. Bring them through. Okay, that's theirs that they just built. Yes, we can't attack that. That's too powerful. Yeah, even that, for that, it's not good enough for us. Just go and sit on the planet for a little while. We do have the seed ship there, which I'll be able to bring back out as well. Need to get more logistics. Mining missions. We'll get the kinetics. So this is now all of our system again. So we're back into all of this. So we'll just go and build a economic starbase there. Now that's going to give us more. We're not really doing much there. I think I'll just leave it at that. It does require geranium, but let's just leave it as an economic starbase. It'll still help us a little bit, and we'll move these off as well. Get ready for the next siege. Okay, so Vendra Malchus, governor of Lava Worlds, warns that their planet is under cultural assault by the Liberators. Liberators' influence has begun to show up in local media, games and fashion, especially amongst the younger citizens. So Vendra Malchus, this is our guy in charge, is requesting a grant to counter this threat. Now that one there is going to be +5. We need plus 500 influence, but minus 200. Now we don't have enough in here, but we can get that very, very easily. So we'll just go back across to the Galactic Bazaar. What do we have a lot of? Oh, even Illyrium. We don't need much, we just need to get over 200. There we go, that's all we have to do. Just sell a bit of that. Now the freighter. So there's a core world there. We're not trading with that one. It's a nice easy one for us. Just get our influence up. Still not really having a big bearing, but it will help a little bit. Move these out and about. Right. Within 5. Oh, I forgot that one. Yeah, that's ours. That was the mining starbase. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can build it there. Yeah, that's good. Now we can build it. This one probably is going to be the one that would ultimately be the one that would be attacked. So I'll just get those for now. Okay, there's nothing left to survey. So this one should have upgraded by now. It hasn't. Send it back home. Idle Shipyard. This is Port of Savat, back in our home world. And I would like to start to get more military ships, but actually what I should just do is just grab more of the fighters. Just get a few of these queued up, just to go and sit on the planets. We now need a few of them. Oh, hang on. One thing we do need is the governors. So we've got an Axis 3, does require a governor. And if we have a look in through here, we've got both of these are actually pretty good. was 333. So we're a long way off getting that one. So if I'm going to need to go back out and buy things yet again. Unless I take one of the ministers out. Yeah, we could do that, I guess. What else can we sell? We don't want to sell Durantium. Illyrium is only worth 14. Antimatter's worth a bit. Let's sell until we've got, say, maybe about 10. It gets us up to 400. So yeah, so 8 social is good. Yeah, she's actually pretty good. A bit unhappy, but overall that should be fine. And so that then gives us that other world, Nexus 3, the old snaffy world. Yeah, we can start to build this one up a little bit as well. So there's already stuff here. Now we've got 7 of 9. That's actually okay. Some of these are unhappy. High expectations. It's too crowded. We're unprotected. World is polluted. Government's not loyal. So pollution that's planetary defenses. Pollution is at 24, so we can fix that up. What else have we got in here? So we want to grab some of these things, but we've got the trade network, colonial clinic, heritage center, air purifier is going to reduce pollution by 25%. So that will clean up the planet. And it's not really one that matters. The bonus per level. So I don't care if it's way out in the back blocks over through here somewhere, or actually what did we end up with this one here? Tourism and approval gets a bit of a boost. That's research. This is a backwater out through here. Now food is actually a bit of a problem, and there's not much food in here. These stony plains, let's just go and place it down there. It's going to take a long time to build that one, unfortunately. Let's just go into here. Planetary conversion. This will eventually come good, I think. That one there is a soldier. Okay. Not that we need it just yet. But that's going to be a good addition to our empire. It's going to be ultimately will be helpful, as will this. This is now kicking in with that extra influence that we picked up. So it saves us a little bit, and this one is no longer rebelling either. So we're sort of now pushing back against the Liberators. Now the other freighter. Yeah, we're going there already. It's all ours. A colony. Do we have any more planets that we already doing that one? Already doing that one. Yeah, we can see the lines there. I think we're going to everywhere we wanted to go to. Let's go back and grab the ship. Ah, it's just on the outside. That one's a colony. It's a colony. That's the core world. So we're just on the outside edge of that one. There's another core world there. Doesn't look like we may not be doing that one. I think we are. I'm pretty sure we're doing all of these. There's 3 core worlds in there, but I've got a funny feeling I'm doing all of them. Wait and see what we're doing up through here. So this main fleet now is ready and in action. Let's go in and blast this apart. Now they've got colony ships everywhere, supply ships everywhere. So yeah, this should be just a whole lot of non-combatants. It could become a good money world. Actually, I didn't have a close look at it. So we've got all these different ships. Get rid of this big guy first with our missile cruisers. And we'll get rid of the other ships. We'll probably capture them, actually. Capturing the supply ships would be great. Great, that's good. So no damage taken, 9 ships destroyed, damage dealt 140. That's a very impressive group that we actually have there. Yep, no, we didn't capture anything. And this fighter, we've got them on that world. We want to put them out through here. Let's put this one into standby. Yeah, it's only 219. Just see, that's worse than the Snathy world. Ah, here we go. It's only a small pirate fleet. Okay, we've opened the door. Got railguns now. Choose new tech. Allows us to gain more benefits from precursor relics. Probably not that important to us. Food is something I'm now quite concerned about. Increase the range we can travel out into space. That would actually allow us to do. Actually, that gives us logistics of +8 as well. Yep, that goes. That's fine. So we'll do it that way. It's the next fighter. Just need to have a presence just to sort of keep the citizens happy. Okay, the invasion of Serene Homeworld. So 5 months remaining. So we're going in now. Not a problem. Done. So that happened automatically because we set it up there before. So 5 months, and then we take this one as well. And that's going to be another good world for us. I'm not sure where these are operating from. There must be another pirate base in here somewhere. Not sure where. Quite often it's on the edge of the map, so maybe it is down this way somewhere. Okay, so what do they want? Exploration treaty. Then they're going to give us credits, open borders, and well, I'm happy with that. So we'll just accept that one straight away. Done. They've been quite friendly, actually. I thought that they were going to be a problem. I thought they were going to be our main enemy, but you know, like we're very, very close. Like we're sort of inside each other's space and everything. So, but it's just, I think the trade that we've got established is working very, very well. So, yeah, things are sort of moving along fairly well. Actually, I'm going to have to start to wind up fairly soon. But we'll take this world, and then we'll sort of maybe call it quits at that stage and just do a bit of a summary. Now, that's flipped, so we'll have to get that one back, ultimately. We can do that now, actually. It's also got 5 months remaining. Yes, there's more pirates around this way, so there's got to be something in here that I'm just missing. Oh, hang on. No, that's ours. Let's bring it through. Now, this is it's got no surveys that it can do anymore. So it really is just a it's now just a flagship. Let's bring it back to Jungle World. Alright, so we're getting close now. Choose next ship to construct. This is back at Skirvian Prime. We've pretty much got what we need there. Let's grab another constructor. Maybe some other supply ships. I'll move this one up this way as well. Is it Lava World? Let's get our production up. That's your second seed ship. Yeah, 4 months remaining. Actually, it'll be a lot less now that when this next one kicks in next turn. Okay, so a plea for ceasefire. We know that we're no match for your military power. Will you accept a tribute to end this war? What do we end up getting? Oh no, decline the offer. I want the world. Okay, so they've got, we give them 4 and open borders. No, reject. I'm not even going to talk to them about that. This one did culture flip on us. It's funny we didn't get a message about that. We have to be a bit careful of that because that will be happening a bit around the place. Like this one here, for example, you know, could culture flip on us. Okay, well, let's we're not finding a lot in here as far as the pirates are concerned. Okay, I appreciate you, but the increasing military presence is concerning us. Don't worry, we're okay, we're all cool. We're just taking over rebels. I like that the AI is concerned about that. There's nothing really much we can do with this, so I think I'm just going to go and get some military starbase there. I think I'm just going to go and sit here. Actually, I'll just leave it there. The Liberators have been destroyed. Understood. There we go. That's good. So improved life support. Choose new tech. So we've got improved missile targeting. This is probably a good one for us because we are ultimately going to be building these. I think in the next session, which I'll do in a couple of days, we'll then start to sort of gear up a little bit more. And we've got such a strong military presence with these ships that we actually had. So we've now taken this one. This has now become independent. Now this is actually a pirate colony, and I don't know if we can. Yeah, we can't even attack it because it's gone to the pirates because we had destroyed the civilization. This is where we need to use the executive orders that we have and go, hey, enlist this pirate world. go. So we get it that way. Get it a different way, a different method. And so we now have Serene Homeworld. And we need to now go and get another leader. And none of them are great. I think we might have to wait a little while before we come back and grab this particular world. Actually, although having said that, it's got 6 population on it. And it would be a handy one to get hold of pretty quickly, so we might have to go and sell some things, I think, and just put up with one of the crappier leaders in charge of this one. We've got a bit of stuff in through here. Again, we've got some antimatter, got some Illyrium. Our food situation is terrible at the moment, so we're going to have to get on top of that right now. Otherwise that's going to be diabolical. So I think I might leave that as a situation we inherit for the next session, actually. So we'll solve the food situation. We need to get on top of a lot of these other different bits and pieces. We don't know what Serene Homeworld has got. There's no food there, but there's population there that we now actually control. So we're going to have to work very, very fast to get hold of that one. So I'll be back in, what, 2 days, I guess, to then play it. Probably that'll be the end of this particular run after that, because you know, we might sort of try to push, like we also then have things, for example, to actually, that's in this pirate fleet. So where have we got it? It's just not in here, it's it's in the policies. Back through here, we do actually have, I do want to play with the, where was it? The other way. Just spreading crime through the trade routes, so that all of the trade partners we have, their worlds will ultimately end up becoming criminalized, which I think could be interesting to sort of see what happens with the score graph at that stage as well. Let's just finish off with the data bank, see where we are. So the timelines. So we're doing much better, or we're starting to improve as we come through. So faction power, we're no longer like forgetting about these two down the bottom through here, because the Liberators and Snathi are basically gone. But when we have a look at the actual faction power, we're not coming last anymore. We're sort of coming equal fourth, or just squeaking ahead in fourth place. Economic power, we're improving as well, which is good. Military power, we've sort of stagnated, but we're like there's some runaways that we have to be a bit careful of. Like I think the Toxic Empire is up there, as is the Stellar Renegades. So, you know, they're down the bottom there. Must be the Tin Union. No, it's not the Tin Union. Who was it? The Aqua Voyagers. So the Bubble Collective is actually also up there as well. So that's interesting. So they're actually a long way advanced in military than anybody else. Population. Again, we've been taking these things over, so that's how we've been taking these worlds. Influence. It's improving a lot. That's that 500 boost that we got in one turn. So influence is starting to improve. Manufacturing is still very, very low. We're coming last really of all of the actual other things. Research still bad but improving. Approval is bad-ish. Yeah, bad-ish. Treasury. Wow, who's that? That was the Snathi. Yeah, Snathi had heaps of money. Heaps of money to spend, but but nothing to spend it on. So they were destroyed before they could do anything. In Prestige, we're still coming last out of the playable factions there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. Great game. There is actually a link down below in the description if you do want to grab the game. Yeah, it's just awesome. And it just gets better and better. I can't wait for Warlords. I should actually give some feedback about the lack of the feedback when you're actually watching combat, because I find that annoying. I might pass that feedback on. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.